What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Defend Your Units. I'm Johnny K. Picks, and alongside me is Aaron from Free UFC Bet Picks, and we are here to break down UFC Houston. We are back, and how's it going, man? Are you looking forward to this card?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Some fun fights, some tough fights to pick. I'm really eager to hear your thoughts on a few specifically that I'm
Same.
struggling with. And like we were just chatting about, excited for a nice run of Saturdays with fights to come.
Yeah, there should be like 7 or 8, I believe. I don't think they don't really go out too far after like 6 or 7. So we'll have to see if they take a break sometime, maybe in April, like late April or May. But I know we have it's all the way through. So
Yeah.
looking forward to that. And yeah, how'd you do last card? Do you remember? I don't even remember how I did.
I lost a little bit. I actually did well the first two cards. I've been keeping it light this year. Like 2025, I was on with you a couple times last year, and I told you I was losing my butt. It was my first losing year. I lost like 92 units
Oh,
after like winning 101, 152, like doing really good for a couple back-to-back years. So this year I've been like, all right, let's pretend that I have nothing in my bankroll. Like I can't let a decent sized bankroll like make me too frisky. So I've kept it real light. Like last week I only played 8 units. Lost 1.75. I was a little too heavy on the main event to go the distance. I thought, Batista's not a huge finisher. I was pretty confident in Batista, but I thought it would go the distance. It was plus money. I was like, what am I missing here? Well, what I was missing was freaking Vinicius was walking around in a cast and a brace. Like,
yeah.
so, sometimes the sports books know things that we don't. And if that fight had gone the distance, I would have profited like 16.3 units. I lost 1.75. So I'm up 5.4 this year, and I'm going to continue like trying to like just be like overly cautious and careful and keep it light.
Yeah. I like the first 2 cards of the year. I think I lost a little bit, and last card I won a little bit. So like my picks are doing great. It's just my bets weren't hitting correctly, which always makes me mad. I'm like, why don't I just bet the picks? Like I'm stupid. I'm trying to like overthink and overanalyze it because like you said with Batista, I had Batista to win in rounds 4 or 5 or decision. And I'm like, oh, that's easy. Cause I think, Vinicius is pretty solid. Like he's durable. He can last at least 3 rounds and then slow down and maybe get finished then, or to lose a decision. Well, I didn't know about the arm and that kind of screwed, but I still won a little bit, but I would have won way more. But just stuff like that is like, whatever. A couple things too. Like I know a couple fights that the Olazachuk fight, I had like the under. I did not expect that to go to decision. Like there's just a couple things I was like I picked it right, but like the bet that I did, I was like something I never would have thought would have happened, and it happened. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, those unders, I swear, I can give you a jillion examples, but the best one is Bruno Silva versus Alex Pereira. It was like minus 700 not to go, and me, I never bet unders, but I always bet overs, and it screwed me on the main event. As I told you, I would have like even if I just laid off, I would have crushed last week. So it's not that overs are always good, but at least if I lose an over, I get to see a finish. Like I will break a TV if I bet some under and they were cage clinching for 15 minutes. I will like go nuts. So losing an under is so frustrating.
Yeah, usually the sloppy heavyweight fights are the other unders that I will just break a window because I'm like, because they only have like 3 minutes, and after that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna lose this bet, and I'm gonna have to suffer the next 10 minutes and see it lose because I know it's not gonna happen. And every time, sure as shit, it goes over, it goes to decision. Oh, that's another one too. Teixeira and Tai Tuivasa, that went over, and I'm like, I had the under. I'm like, you know what? It's done. Like no more.
And then good riddance to Gelton Almeida, because I would have cashed like some really nice unofficial bets, which I can't even like post them. I can't be too excited, but I was killing the card. I was like sweeping besides the first 2 fights. If Gelton won, I would have made a ton of unofficial bread. But good riddance to Gelton. Yeah. And I'll never forgive Gelton because I swear him and everyone in Brazil cashed on his decision prop against Derek.
100%.
So you never know.
Like, and maybe this one too.
Yeah.
The last one.
If like I would say there's no easier bet to like rig than an over. Like you can just not finish a guy for a while. Yeah. Like, so that's another reason I hate overs. Like you can't
Yeah.
rig an under unless you
I
get
just
a
need to.
knockout.
I just need to stick with the money lines. Just stick with the money lines, and I think my betting would probably be way better than it is. To be honest, I just try to
You're
get too cute sometimes, and
you're always one of the best pickers every year. I keep track, and so yeah, your money lines are as good as it gets.
but I think I was talking to Tyler. I think it might have been earlier this year, like the first card, and we were going over like our overall like percentages and picks. I'm like, man, we both got like 64% like the last 2 years, like 64.4 and 64.3. I'm like, I just want to get like 66, 67 and up, but like I'm just right there. I'm like, but this is the year to do it.
It all depends on the ROI. Like I profit 100 units some years, but I bet like 30 units a week. Like I've got like multiple commas on every week. So again, this year I've been keeping it light. Like
yeah, I usually bet between like 8 and 10 units. I think a card.
that's
Sometimes
like
if it's like a weird card, I'll do like 6, but nothing more than 10. I try not to because I just get too carried away, and then I'll end up losing more than I win. So
I always thought it was really smart what Blood Money did. Like
Mhm.
five bets, like
Best bets,
non-negotiable,
yeah.
non-negotiable, right? Like, and that makes you be more selective. But man, these props come out, these spreads come
I
out,
know.
like, and then Saturday morning I wake up and I got a parlay boost. Like I'm only human.
I know. Like, oh, you gave me a part. Sweet. I got to make a bet. Sweet. Awesome. All right. Yeah, but let's get into it. We got 14 fights, so we got a lot of them, and a lot of them we might be a little back and forth on. We'll get a lot of people's thoughts. So here we go. We'll go through the chat. We got Dixon Side in here. What's up? He's got a spicy chicken sandwich he made with sweet potato fries for the show. I might be full because that's Charles Johnson, I
was gonna
believe.
say, is that energy? Energy is the man. I'm in a
What's your
group chat
favorite?
with him.
Really? For real?
Yeah, on Instagram, like one of the 10
Oh, okay.
Instagram chats that I never read.
I think I had
energy.
like 5 or 6, and I got out of all of them, and now I'm back into like 2 somehow, and I'm like, I'll just wait, and then if it's boring, I'll just jump right back out.
Group chats, people are like, how do you have 500 unread texts? I'm like, I've got like 5 NBA group chats. Like,
Yep, I'll do it. We got Paku in here. What's up, Paku? Sure, man. We got Derek Izzy. I'm thinking fluffy cupcakes for dessert to celebrate Black History Month. My betting account will be black after this card. Black or red? I hear you.
No, we're getting back.
We'll get you back though, Derek. We got you. I think we get 9 to 10 weeks in a row. Oh, now it's another card yesterday. Okay. Well, here we go. All right. Johnny and Aaron, y'all ready for St. Patrick's Day? What's your favorite part about the holiday drinking? Obviously, dressing in green. I don't eat a lot of like
green
Irish
foods.
things, if you want to say. I mean, I like beer. I don't like Guinness that much, but I'll drink a green beer all day.
The best foods are blue, not green. It's always sunny quote. My favorite St. Patrick's Day memory was like, a few years ago, it was snowing. I get downtown at like 2 p.m., pulling up in an Uber. There's a girl like in a skirt, shoes off, in the snow, bawling her eyes out, 2 p.m. So girls crying in the sunlight is my favorite thing.
Man, whoops. I had Mario 4-5 decision too. Not a terrible bet. Yeah, I like that bet. I just didn't know about the arm thing, the situation, and that probably screwed it. And then he was really tired. He probably didn't, had a bad cut, which he's already big for that division. And
sportsbooks were like boosting Mario and over 3.5 and stuff too. And I was like, oh shit. Like that's how you know. That's how you know something's up.
What's up, Kendall? I lost money trying to be too cute. I think this is the year to be. Yep, I agree. I'm gonna try too. I try to be a little cute already, and it already turned on me. So
is that MPJ?
Ooh, we're here.
Yeah, that's MPJ. That's Michael Porter Jr.
Oh yeah, it is with the little glasses. I couldn't tell with the glasses. I had to look. Where's he at now? He's not with the Nuggets.
Brooklyn. He's killing it. My God, he's killing it. So yeah, I bet
I was gonna say
all the inside intel on the rigging. Like if anybody knows about rigging bets, it might be this guy.
We got Baked Bean. What's up? What's up, man? Appreciate you. All right, we'll go for the first fight here, which is going to be Carly Judice versus Juliana Miller. Who do you like in this one, and why? If you want to get that complicated.
I like Carly Judice here because there we go. She's good.
She's better.
She's good. That's why, because she's good. I did parlay her for 1 unit, a small safe parlay. It's like plus 120 at minus 400.
There you go.
Minus 800.
Yep.
And Juliana Miller's trash, but like she had a terrible weight cut against Luana Santos. Like, we have to assume Juliana Miller is going to get a little better. She's young. And how are you going to beat Carly Judas? Not by striking. Grappling is the only path. But, like, I think Judas is probably going to torture unless Miller gets like 5 takedowns, So I'd like to take a look at some takedown props, but I'm on Carly because she's good.
Yep. Yeah, same with me. I'm on Carly. I think this is the no-brainer bet of the week, if you want to say. I know the odds are showing it too, but like you said, I saw this line earlier when I was doing like during the off week. I think I saw that like minus 450. I was like, well, I'll see where the line goes, and I waited too long. It's no bueno here, so I'm not touching it at minus 800. But I mean, if you want to go with the KO prop, I mean that's a good bet. I don't think Miller's cardio just in general is good enough to really stick with her on the feet. Especially she needs to grapple, and she just gets really sloppy. That's the thing with Juliana Miller. Like, very good grappler, very dangerous though, but after a while, after 5 minutes, she gets sloppy. She's not really the greatest striker. She gets hit a lot. And Carly, she's got some good combos, and she's got volume. She's got good takedown defense. She does get hit a lot, but like, she's tough. But Miller's not going to be hitting her a lot because she doesn't really have the striking to do it. So yeah, I got to go Judy's. I think she gets it done probably in the second. I'd say second round. I think Miller can survive 1 round, maybe get a takedown or at least clinch up against the cage. But after that first round, though, it's pretty much, I think it's going to be over for her. I don't even think she'll win a round, to be honest. So
I was also like Greasy Matt. I was thinking about a Carly late KO, like you're thinking too.
Yeah,
but I was like
that.
Are the odds going to be like plus 200 or something trash? Her round 2 props like 400, round 3 plus 750. So her round 2, 3 KOs probably going to be plus 400 ish.
That's not bad.
I think that's worth a poke.
Even just I'm looking at DraftKings. Even just the KO prop is minus 150, which I'm kind of shocked it's that low. I thought it'd be like minus 200, but it is a women's fight. But man, she just puts on a pace, and like, I think she's just gonna melt Miller. Kind of like who did Miller fight and she got KO'd on her feet? I think that was the one that was a bad Luana Santos. Yeah,
that was a bad way because she looked like a ghost on the scale. And
yeah, and that's another thing too. If you see her looking like that on the scale too, you should probably hammer that KO prop. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'll look and see how she looks on a scale.
You could do, like if you wanted a parlay leg, maybe the Carly minus 3.5 rounds.
Yep. Minus 350 is not bad.
Yeah. What a world.
I know, right? But I just don't think Miller's going to win a round. Like, I really don't. Like, that's how this is going to be like one-sided at least I think so. I could be wrong. This is a women's fight. I don't want to say it's a lower level, but I have seen crazy improvements with Judy's, and I have seen little to none. Well, I'll be nice when I say that with Miller. So maybe she has, though. I don't know.
I will mention, like, just to be contrarian, because everyone in the chat surely on Carly.
Yeah.
I was considering like a takedown prop for Juliana, or like Juliana plus 3.5 or Juliana plus 7.5, which is actually plus money even. Gabriela Fernandez got her down twice, and Ernesta Carrasquete, a striker, got her down once. So it's not like, Carly is impossible to take down.
I think it would have to be in round 1. After that, I don't think she's got a chance. She gets too sloppy, man.
Yeah.
It's weird. But
she's incredibly sloppy on the feet, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, they're 5-2 and 4-3.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it is crazy how few fights they have combined. Yeah. But Juliana Miller plus 7.5, plus 165. She just needs to win, can't get finished, obviously, and just needs to win 1 round on 1 judge's card. She could lose like 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. And
I mean, for plus money.
Plus 7.5 with cash. Yeah. Plus 165. So I don't know if you're looking for a plus money poke.
What's like plus 9.5? Do they have that?
Not in a 3-round fight, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's only 7. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for plus money, late KO, or maybe the Juliana alt spread.
Yep. Yeah.
But, I need Carly to come through.
Yeah, I think she will. I think you're good on that one. But yeah, I do like that 2-3 KO. I would just watch her on the scales, like we said. If she looks rough, she might get knocked out in the first round. So that's the only thing I would worry about. But if she looks okay on the scales, she doesn't look like a ghost, then probably 2-3 KO. I like that.
The only fighter who hasn't taken Carly down in 4 UFC fights was, Eunice Duben, who's kind of a fraud and she's a striker also.
Yeah.
So like 3 out of 4 opponents have taken Carly down. Can Juliana do it? I got to say, possibly.
Yeah. And then that Dubin fight only lasted like a minute 40 too. So the other ones lasted at least to the third round or a decision. So Judice is part of my max bet. I like it. I got fight doesn't go as another one parlay piece. I like that too. I think both girls are aggressive. I mean, Miller can maybe snatch her up early in some kind of submission, something weird. You never know. The under is not bad. If you think Carly is going to get a KO, maybe just go with the under 2.5 and hope for the best. Start round 2 minus 210. That ain't bad. I would just watch Miller on the scales. So that's that would be my only thing. How about the Polish parlay catching last week? Yeah, you did. I think all of the Polish fighters won, right? Except maybe
who was it? Claudia, Alexeychuk, and Jakub.
Yeah, nice. That was the one. I'm like, wait, one of them didn't win, but he did. Apparently, if that fight went to decision, he would have won anyways. Which I kind of don't agree on that one. But hey, it didn't matter because he got a sub. It's all good. At first, I was like, he didn't tap, but I didn't see his like second hand. That was the problem. I was looking at his first hand. I was like, because that first hand tapped after, but the other hand tapped before. I was like, well, whatever.
If you're tapping to like a knee bar, a heel hook, an arm bar with 1 second left, I get it.
Yeah.
If you tap from a choke with 1 second left, you're a pussy ass idiot.
It was less than 1 second left. Yeah. But yeah, both those guys.
Magomed Ankalaev. I've been saying it for years. I'm like, if you tap from a choke with 1 second left, you are dumb as hell. Go to sleep. Like,
yep. Yeah, you better not be getting up from the mat. If that, I mean, like you're sleeping.
me over here calling UFC fighters pussies.
I know. I remember back in the day. I mean, I still sometimes call people trash cans, but I don't do it as often. But I used to do it a lot. People would always get on me like, they're not trash cans. They'd beat you up. I'm like, yeah, I know they would, but I'm just calling it how it is.
I do get aggravated by some cappers who like every fight they're like, oh, this, like all they do is bash fighters. I try not to, but if
I try not to anymore.
If you tap from a choke with 1 second left, I'm gonna fucking bash you.
Yeah, he's on the ban list for sure. And I honestly, I don't think Jacob is that great either, but he got it done. That's all that matters. That's a good pick. I picked Gafarov. I'll be honest.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, I wasn't confident. It was definitely a low confidence pick, but
it was a close fight.
Yep. Next one, we got Yadir Davale versus Jordan Levitt. And this one, I'm going to go with Yadir. I think he is the better overall fighter. Both guys are good grapplers, I will say. But on the feet, I'm not saying Yadir is amazing or anything. But, I mean, Jordan literally doesn't have any striking on the feet. So this might actually be a grappling fight, which could end up being a pretty decent grappling fight. But other than that, like on the feet, like it's Yadir all day. So I got to go with Yadir. Kind of like a no-brainer pick here is really, but I mean, does Jordan have a chance? Maybe he can, if he takes the back, maybe, but like, I don't see any other way. Like, I think he can get out grappled. I think he can get out wrestled. He's coming down from 155, but he was a smaller lightweight. So maybe this is the right weight class, but I think it's his first UFC fight at 145 anyways. So, and Yadir is pretty big. Like, he's pretty tough. He's durable too, strong. And yeah, I'm just going to go with Yadir. I think he gets it done some way inside the distance, whether it's by a choke or even on the feet by a knockout. But Jordan is pretty tough. He does get hit a lot on the feet, but he doesn't really like to stay on the feet for too much. So we'll see what happens. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll pick Yadir as well. I haven't like parlayed it or anything, minus 400-ish. What do I think about Jordan? I think he's undersized, like you said, but he'd have better cardio here. Both of those are kind of out the window with this weight cut coming down, right? Like, is his cardio going to be as good as normal? Maybe not. Is he going to be undersized? Probably not. Of course, Yadir is like a Hulk, right? But Yadir has had bad cardio. I've been saying it for a long time. And Yadir gets real looping. I'd say he's the better striker, certainly the more powerful striker here. But like round 2, round 3, it looks ugly. He's got really plodding footwork. He drops back for guillotines, which I hate. Like, Jordan can get takedowns. Jordan was taking down Patty, a big old lightweight. Yeah. And if Jordan goes for a takedown, Yadir is going to drop for Gilly, and I hate that. So I think there's some variables here. I'm picking Yadir, and it's tough to pick a prop because he could certainly hurt Jordan on the feet, but it's like we were talking about, if he gets past round one, I think this thing's going the distance. I think Yadir kind of has to get him out of there in round one. I think Jordan might be a decent live betting spot, assuming that his cardio does hold up despite the weight cut, because I think he should win the second half of the fight. But Yadir is just so physical, so powerful. I got to pick him.
Yeah, and even Yadir might be able to like stuff the takedowns too and keep it on the feet, and then he does have the grappling, and I think he can match Jordan on the mat, but he'd have a way easier time just beating him up on the feet. So if he stuffs a lot of early takedowns, I think he'll be okay. But we'll see.
If Jordan can make it grueling, I think that would benefit him.
Or maybe if Yadir shoots first, like Jordan's better when he's on top, not really when he's off his back. So at least I think so.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan's got great back takes. If Yadir gets tired and sloppy, I think Jordan could get the back like you described.
Yeah, that would be my one scenario that I can see Jordan winning, is like a mistake and he takes the back and then a choke happens a little bit after, but we'll see what happens.
He was taking down Chase Hooper. So maybe, he was taking down Chase Hooper. He was taking down Patty. Kurt Hollabaw's decent, got decent jiu-jitsu. He's an older guy, but a big lightweight. And he tapped out Hollabaugh in 99 seconds. Like, I do think Jordan's underrated.
Yeah, no, he is. He's just very one-dimensional. Very one-dimensional. And a lot of people say he's just a BJJ nerd. That's all he really wants to do. He wants to boot scoot his way and tries to, he literally wants to make it a grappling match in a way. And if you see him on the feet, like all he does is really throw kicks. He doesn't really throw his hands, and it's like you're like, man, you got to get this fight to the mat.
Yeah, decent in the clinch.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that handsome Matt Wyman KO, I think, is one of the most vicious KOs ever. I could still remember Matt Wyman's like face when he was knocked out. That slam framing elbow. Like, for such a nice guy that Jordan seems to be, that was like brutal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy. What's up, Mr. Nice Guy? I made it. What's up, Johnny Aaron? The chat. What's up, man? Appreciate you hanging out. I think Levitt is slightly better MMA grappler. I'm interested to see how Levitt looks physically. Levitt got dominated by submission aces that would destroy Yadir. This could be close. It could be. I just see that path to victory. Like I said, I know Yadir is not the greatest striker, but I know he is the better striker for sure. And if he could just keep it on the feet, like that's his easiest path for sure.
Yeah, I think Connor Matthews is decent. Not great.
He's just
and he ran through him.
Yeah, and Connor Matthews, did he fight at lightweight? Because I think he's like, his size is more like a featherweight. I can't remember if he fought them, if they fought at lightweight or not. I
can't recall either. I could look on Tapology, but nobody really cares.
True.
Yeah, but they're both good in the clinch here. That Antonio Montero fight, he was like killing Montero in the cage clinch in round 2, just beat, but then he gassed. Like, so I kind of like that spread that Paku mentioned. I do think if Levitt survives, he's gonna win round 3. When we're looking for parlay busters, we're looking for live dogs, crazy odds. Yeah, I think Levitt could be a parlay buster.
I mean, Jordan plus 3.5 is plus 180.
I think that's a decent.
You can do 5.5 even. It's plus 150.
That could be a decent look.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more selective. I'm trying to be.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not going to get to that, but and I'll have Yadir in like one, plus 2,000, like 10 leg parlay, like. But I've laid off so far of Yadir.
Yeah, I agree. Jordan is underrated. The line is overpriced. Yadir had a fixed WWE. Yeah, I don't think it was like his fault. Obviously, no. I just think it was the other person's fault.
Isaac, like, he was gritty. He let that choke stay in for like a minute, 90 seconds, a while, right? Like, we all remember how long it took for him to get that rear naked choke. Yeah. When Isaac was not even fighting the hands or doing anything you're supposed to do to fight off that RNC. And like, it took Yadir a long time to choke him out.
It did. Johnny, be honest, if you really want something for Christmas this year, would you guarantee you would sit on? No, come on. I would not do it.
I would sit on fucking anybody. I would sit on anybody's lap if I could have any gift I want in the world. I don't give a fuck.
Any gift?
Yeah. Give me a Lamborghini Urus, and I will sit on your lap, Johnny.
Fair. I wouldn't blame you.
You're a nice guy. You're a handsome guy.
I wouldn't blame you. All right, next one we got John Paul. I want to say Lesboyani, but it's Leso. I can't even say it. And Phil Rowe. Who do you like in this one?
I'll take my first official dog here with Phil Rowe. I think JPL's good. He used to be a primary grappler. He did grappling competitions. He used to just tap everybody out. And now we think of him like for his high kick on Contender Series. Mm-hmm. He's undersized, man. And like against
in this
Phil
fight
Rowe,
for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And Phil Rowe, like we know how do you beat Phil Rowe? You lay and pray him. I don't think JPL has the wrestling. He's got great grappling, but I don't think he's got the wrestling to get it done here. I think Phil Rowe always comes on stronger throughout the fight, right? Like I think Phil Rowe's a great live betting spot here.
Yeah.
JPL might be like a little more nimble, a little more diverse, a little, tricky and slick round one. And then, Rowe's going to come on. Rowe's susceptible to low kicks, so I think JPL should like be peppering those. But when he peppers those, he's going to have like an 80-inch reach or whatever the hell coming down the pipe. Yeah, 80.5-inch reach coming down the pipe. Phil Rowe's getting up there in age, but he's an athlete. He's a hooper. I'm going to sack up and pick a dog here, Phil Rowe.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think this is one of the fights I was talking to you about. Like I was a little undecided, and I was going back and forth on. I'm gonna go the other side. I'm gonna go with JPL. I'm not confident whatsoever. Phil Rowe has made me look like a fool, and he's made me look like a genius at times. And I don't know how to feel about this fight. And like you said, JPL is a good grappler, and that's the way to beat Philip Rowe if he can get takedowns. That's the if part. But on the feet, like Phil Rowe is gonna just pepper him up. Like he's gonna be too big. He's gonna have to stay at range, but like Phil Rowe's takedown defense, like he almost just lets people take him down. That's his problem. And that's what I always see in the back of my head is like, if you get up on him, like especially in that in the middle of the cage, he just falls down like on his back, and he'll play jiu-jitsu off his back because for some reason he thinks he's a solid grappler. Don't get me wrong, but like I think he thinks he's like Hoist Gracie or something like that. I'm like, bro, just get up. Like you're better on the feet. Like you can like defend and stuff, but like get back up. Like don't play around. Like, and then like a lot of these fights that he's winning too, he's looking really bad, and then all of a sudden in round 3 he looks great, and the other guy's tired because he's wrestling and this could happen in this fight too. So it's like, do I want to bank on a Phil Rowe round 3 win, or do I want to bank on this? And that's what I ended up going with the other guy. But I'm not confident. I'm not betting this. If I would bet it, it would be Phil Rowe. Maybe even a round 3 Phil Rowe, probably like just for funsies, like a McChicken bet, if you whatever you want, like $5. Right. What is it? Like probably like close to plus 3,000 or so, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think you're right. Phil Rowe round 3. If I was, getting frisky, that's where I would look. It is tough. And the Seokyeon Ko fight took him down 4 times, just rinsed him on the ground. We're like, oh my God, Phil, you're trash.
1,400. But I would go KO.
Yeah, so the KO probably plus 2,100 or something only. Like,
yeah.
But Seokyeon Ko did that to a very strong Oban Elliott, right? Like Ko is just way better than we knew. So I don't know. It's I don't think JPL has that type of wrestling. Phil Rowe's fought 9 fights in the UFC, and 7 of the opponents have taken him down. I mean, Jason Witt was rinsing him, and you're right. Like Ange Lusa was beating the crap out of him, and then Ange gassed.
Ange has a problem. he only get fight 13 minutes. He's not a 15-minute fighter.
Yeah. I think I was on Ange as a dog there.
Yeah, I was too. I was pissed. That's why I said I could look like a genius and I could look like a fool. Like Phil Rowe was one of those fighters I can't get a really good read on. I'm not that, so don't take anything what I'm saying. Whatever your gut says is better than mine. So go with it.
To me, this feels like a dog or pass type of one, right?
For sure.
You got the guy with 9 UFC fights is plus 175, and he's huge compared to the other guy. It's as easy as that for me.
Yeah, I don't blame you whatsoever. This was one of the fights where I'm just like, I'm just gonna flip a coin.
I have no bets on Phil. And money's coming on him. He was like plus 210. Now he's plus 175-ish. And there's another dog on this card where I totally missed the boat. So it's, I'm not like, I don't want to act like I'm overly confident. I've, bet Phil Rowe yet. But I think he's going to be the official Instagram pick, and which means I have him in, like, I parlay my full card every week, as you know. So
yeah,
I got to, like, if I pick a dog, it means something to me. Like, so Dev the dude, what's up, my homie? Tell us more. Tell us more. Is he getting starched on his feet, or is JPL going to take him down and rinse him and tap him?
It's gotta be on the mat. I mean, there's no way on the feet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think so. But again, like I said, I've seen Phil Rowe get controlled for 3 minutes, or not 3 minutes, 13 minutes, and then win in round 3 at the very end. So this is like just a weird fight. Like, I'm not confident. I'm probably not more confident now that you picked Phil Rowe. So I'm like, God damn it.
I love Dev, but now that Dev is on JPL, I'm really confident in Phil Rowe.
I have PTSD. Yeah, same with me, Dixon, for sure. You just have to feint the takedown and Rowe take. Yeah, exactly. He just gets taken down way too. He's tough to take down against the cage, though. But in open space, man, he'll go down with you. He's like, "Yep, you got me." Like, he'll just give up. Like, "Yep, I'm out, and I'm gonna play jiu-jitsu for about 3 minutes, and then decide, oh, I can't do anything, and try to get back up after that." What's up, man? What's up, Carmi Colburn? What's up? Appreciate you hanging out. Tripping, I already said that. For how much time Phil spends on bottom position in the UFC, only attempt 3 submissions over 9. Yeah, that's why I said he just stays on his back and just tries to get to, because he has long legs and you maybe get some chokes, but like against good wrestlers and grapplers, you're not going to do that. And he tries that.
I think Phil actually only has 2 official ones, but those submission stats are never accurate. I remember when they had like Ion Kutalaba had never attempted a submission when he'd attempted many submissions.
Yeah.
So Phil's only got 2 official attempts, but I don't put any trust in those.
Dev says TKO round 1. What do you think about that? I mean, Phil Rowe is pretty durable.
He's pretty durable and he's pretty rangy.
Okay, he's laughing.
I think he's laughing because I was just throwing him shade.
Oh, okay. I mean, he has been KO'd once in the first round, but it was a long time ago. I don't even see it. It was his first ever fight he got KO'd.
Phil Rowe's done a lot of like grappling competitions. Mm-hmm. He fought Craig Jones in grappling, got tapped in 71 seconds.
Yeah.
No, we love you, Dev. We do. Like he is a grappler. He's just kind of sucks, but he did win his karate combat grappling and whatever that means.
Yep. Greasy Matt says, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go with JPL. Just got a gut feeling. Yeah, whatever your gut says, man, on this one. Just trust it. Don't trust my gut. I don't really have a gut pick. I'm going with JPL because Phil Rowe, I just can't get a good read on him. So
he's got better momentum, but like if Phil Rowe was fighting all these bums too, like Phil Rowe would beat Jack Congdon and all these guys too.
Yeah.
So like everyone coming into the UFC has great momentum. Everyone coming into the UFC.
At least they should be anyway.
Be
very true. Yeah. This is just a weird one.
I sound way more confident than I am. I just got to pick the like.
You're defending your picks and your units. I get it, but you don't have any units on this, so it's fine. That's what the show's all about. Next one here, we got Ramiz Brahimaj versus Punahele Soriano, and this is another one. I'm a little more confident. I know a lot of people are on the fence on this one, but I like Ramiz in this spot. Again, Soriano has made me look like a genius and made me look like a fool. Also, Ramiz has done the same thing too. And the way I see this playing out on the feet, I think it's kind of close. Puna has good power. Not really the most high volume guy. Maybe Ramiz is a little bit better volume, but like not as much power. But wrestling, you probably want to give it to Puna. He's been showing a little bit more wrestling, but a lot of times early in Puna's UFC career anyways, he never wrestled, but his last couple fights, he's starting to wrestle more. And that's where the issue comes in for me, because Ramiz is a very good grappler and he's got very good front chokes. And if Puna makes him any little mistake, which he's done before a couple times, at least I could think of off the top of my head, he's going to get subbed. And I kind of think that's what's going to happen here. Puna might be winning the fight until he shoots like some takedown and then he gets front choked or something like that. Because we've seen it time and time again with Ramiz. Like, I'm not fading Ramiz. I told myself I'm never doing it again because I got burned too many times. But I also got burned with Puna too, so it's a lose-lose for me. But I just feel like there's going to be a point in this fight where Ramiz is gonna get some kind of choke, and if not, if it goes to decision, like Puna's fades a little bit, but so does Ramiz. But like at the same time, it's like it might be a sloppy decision, it might be close, but like if we're going with finish equity here, I like Ramiz to get that sub because I think Puna could and will make a mistake, probably like in the second round when he's a little bit tired and he shoots a sloppy takedown and he gets choked. But that's just how I think this fight happens. What do you think?
I'm a big Puna guy. One of my like most confident underdog picks of the last couple of years was when he fought Medic, but it was because I thought he was going to wrestle. I still remember the odds because I was telling literal strangers. You see people at a restaurant, at the bar, at the restaurant with the sports book open. I was like, yo, bet Punahele Soriano plus 172. And he comes out and starches euros. He has been wrestling so much, and like, why? Because he's at welterweight now. Why did he not wrestle before? Because he was fighting monsters at middleweight, and he was undersized. Against Nikolai Veretennikov, who has no takedown defense, Puna was taking him down, but Nikolai was having him in guillotines. Like Puna sticks his head into the armpit way too much. I really am just a fan of Puna because he's funny as hell, and I appreciate that he's
a gamer. He'll go out there. You know what I mean? He'll fight.
He's funny as hell, and he's fucking badass. He knocks people out. He's like a stud, and I appreciate how like much he cares about winning. There's nobody in the UFC that hates losing more than Puna. When he lost against Stoichfuss, he was literally like crying and had to walk out of the cage. Yeah. And then when he won his next fight against Baeza, he said, if I didn't win, I was going to jump off whatever the Louisville Bridge, like whatever bridge that is in Kentucky. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one going over that river. I forgot what it's called, the Ohio River or something.
Yeah. Like I really respect how much he cares. And that's why I like backing him a lot of times. And he's been taking these guys down, except when I ladder takedown props against Uros Medic. Because I was like, if you're going to take down a jiu-jitsu guy, Barcelos, like you're going to take down Uros Medic. We'll talk more about Medic and why I was so confident in that. And it just starches him. Like I like Puna. Ramiz used to be KO, like round one sub or bust, not KO, obviously. Round one sub or bust. He's very durable. The only time he's been KO'd is when his ear literally got knocked off.
True. And he was still fighting. He didn't even know it was flapping. Yeah. And then I think Max even pointed. He was like, oh.
He didn't know was wild. A lot of respect for Ramiz. He turned a corner. He got much better when he started training with Bilal recently, and all of a sudden his striking is better than ever. And his
it looks like Bilal's striking actually a lot with a little more power.
Yeah, like that doesn't sound like a great compliment, but you're right.
It actually kind of is. I think Bilal's striking isn't bad. He just doesn't have any power. He just pitter patters. So like Ramiz has power. I'm not saying like crazy KO power, but got some.
He cost me $1 jillion when he knocked out Sean Brady at the end of round 2.
Oh my God, me too. I had the over. I'm like, there is no way.
Sean, do something. Sean, shoot. My God. So yeah, I mean, I got a lot of respect for both these guys. I think Ramiz has improved more, and Puna just looks good because he's dropped in weight. And like the weight, like Puna needs to keep that head position. If he keeps his forehead on Ramiz's chin when he goes for takedowns, he will get takedowns like butter here. But he's going to stick his head in the armpit. And believe it or not, I think Ramiz has the better striking here now, even though that's like a pretty hot take.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it'd be close just because I think Puna can hit harder. He might land a little bit better, like shots, but I think Ramiz will land more shots. So,
and I think Ramiz, his striking is going to look way better in round 2 and 3. Yeah, Puna gets real looping. Yep. So Puna was the favorite. Now he's become the dog. So like it kind of is like a dog or pass. Like I almost just want to pick Puna to have another dog, but I think Ramiz is gonna win.
Yeah, I see some money coming back in on Puna. I think it's like minus 120 for Ramiz now, so it's almost a pick 'em. I'll admit I bet Ramiz and I got a little worse line, but it's not too bad. It's fine. So I'm okay. At where I got
minus 120 or so. Last I saw was minus 130, but minus 120 on best fight odds. I got to give Clint Diehard credit because he said this Monday. I agree. this might be Ramiz's first ever decision win, which
It could
both of
be.
these pretty juicy odds.
But like we've been talking though, I just feel like Puna's gonna make a mistake. Like he's gonna put his head in there and it's gonna be game over.
He's like a little Samoan Incredible Hulk though. Like I don't know if you can really tap a guy with those treps. Like how can you guillotine that guy?
If anyone can, I mean, Ramiz can do it. I'll say that. Just like any front choke, man, Ramiz is like, I would say one of at least welterweight. Let's put it that way. One of the best.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying Ramiz is the next champion or anything. I'm just saying he's got a really good front choke.
He does. Has Ramiz ever landed like a ninja or a Darce or an anaconda? I'm looking right now. No, guillotine. Yeah. No.
Some of those, I think there's some of them that, they call it a guillotine, but it's really more of a front choke.
Well, like Said Nurmagomedov. Said Nurmagomedov never landed. They're always a ninja. They're never a guillotine. Yeah, so I feel you. But all that matters is what bum-ass Mark Smith calls it. Like, I lost an anaconda bet. I always bet the anaconda, the Bravo. I always bet them all. Plus 5,000.
That's how they get you. Because they're like, well, it really wasn't an anaconda. It was more of a Darce. It's like, what?
He's never heard of an anaconda. So he calls it a Darce. BetMGM cashes the Darce at half the odds. But, I'll have to take another look. But, sadly, it looks like Ramiz does, get the full guillotine in there, not the wristy ninja.
Yep. It'll be an interesting fight here.
Yeah, one of the closer line fights. Really, two studs, both on winning streaks.
Yeah, they're both looking better, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, Dev likes Puna. I don't hate it. Hot take: Dev has a lot of dogs. What's up, Kiwi? Appreciate you hanging out with us. Dirty Reg.
Kiwi's sharp as hell. I remember he's been on your shows always. He's sharp as hell.
Yeah. A lot of KOs in the first round. Yeah, that's what we do. Am I right, Dev? Yeah, Dev likes violence. And I like violence too. I like it.
I'm a big Lebowski fan. I say, am I wrong? Am I
wrong? Next one, we got Nora Canole. I say her name wrong. I don't even know if it's right. Cannoli, whatever it is. Jocelyn Edwards. Who do you like in this one?
I think everyone's on Jocelyn, which is funny, because we all know she was a slim favorite last time. We all know she won. We all know that she got robbed. I think those French judges were drinking a little too much Sauvignon Blanc. And so, they were on one that night. But why are we all on Jocelyn? Because she's on a 3-fight finish streak.
And she's looking better.
Yeah, but kind of against some bumps. Like, I like Cachoeira and I like these, but like I kind of have to think like Chelsea Chandler, Tamaris Vidal, I have a decently high opinion of. So it's like, what's the level of competition? Yeah, like Eileen Perez is solid and she will take you down and beat you. Now she's beat Tamaris and Chelsea Chandler, terrible. Priscilla Cachoeira, pretty terrible but durable. So like, why is Jocelyn this big of a favorite? Because she's finishing chicks, right? And
she technically, everybody knows she won the first fight.
Yeah. And this fight's not going to be in, France. So I'm on Jocelyn. I have Jocelyn in one small, safe, plus 160 parlay. I think Jocelyn gets it done. I'll tell you why Jocelyn is better than she used to be. She's been training with Valentina, and she has turned a corner since then. So, Nora is really strong, gritty, good at reversing positions. I think gritty is just the best word for Nora. I'm on Jocelyn here and struggling with the prop, like the KO prop. Do I think she's going to KO Nora? Like short answer,
probably not.
But this is the type of fight where I bet, fight to start round 3 and then
So I was gonna say, like, I didn't think she was gonna knock out Priscilla, and look what happened. Wild.
Yeah.
I think I lost money on that.
Yeah. I'm sure I did. I guarantee I had an over there.
Yeah.
Because that's my style. So.
Yeah. I'm on Jocelyn as well.
I think Jocelyn, but I'm struggling with the prop. I would love to hear any more prop thoughts in the chat.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a prop bet, but yeah, I'm on Edwards here as well. Again, she should have won the first one. It was a close-ish fight, but I think there was a clear winner. And I just think Edwards has improved a little bit more than Nora. Not to say Nora's bad and she like hasn't improved, but I know Jocelyn's improved more. I think she's the one that could be, mixing in the takedowns, and she can probably get the takedowns. Nora's takedown defense isn't great. I like Jocelyn better at range. She's got good kicks. I think Nora is very good in the clinch. So if Jocelyn does get in the clinch, they got to watch out for the elbows and the knees. But both girls are durable. I think this fight does go to decision. If you want to play this, I would just do Edwards in a parlay. Like, just don't try to get too cute with this one because it's probably gonna go the opposite way. Because I would say Jocelyn Edwards by decision, but I have a feeling if I do that, it's going to be a first round KO again. So you might as well just do money line because that's what I'm most confident in. I think she wins this. I mean, Nora could knock out Edwards, but it would have to be something maybe like a knee of the body or something that just gets her and like just hurts her and then finishes her on the mat or something like that. But on the feet, I think this goes to decision. So if you want to do Edwards decision, feel free, but I'm just doing money line. I've been burned a couple times with Edwards just finishing all of a sudden, and maybe she turned the corner. Maybe she's a finisher now, but I think she improved the most out of the two. So
Nora has never been finished. I'm looking at the split props because someone in the chat mentioned it.
That's a good one. There we go.
You know, Jocelyn by split plus 450, fight to end by splits probably plus 350. That's kind of the lowest it ever gets.
Yeah.
Yep, plus 350. I don't think so.
I think Edwards can win pretty
convincingly. Yeah, much bigger, longer reach, more skilled. Yeah, but Nora's never been finished. That's worth remembering here.
Yeah, the kicks with Edwards going to keep her at bay, Nora at bay too. So
that's a great point. You know, Jocelyn used to be susceptible to takedowns, and she was a little too content to play off her back. But her best takedown defense was her range, her kicks, her distance.
And she's getting better with her takedown defense too. Like at first, like, yeah, she'd get taken down rather easily, and then she just couldn't get back up. But then over time, you see every fight, she would get taken down, and she have a little bit better get-up game. And then she like started defending a little bit better. Then she started wrestling more. And you're like, whoa, you're actually learning to be an MMA fighter. That's crazy.
It's just such a like a level of competition thing. You know, they're like, yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but I will throw this out there. The women's bantamweight division is not great.
No.
So, I mean, Carol Hosa, Nora fought her last. I don't think she's that good.
Oh, I love Carol Hosa, but she's not great. She's never going to be champion.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
I have a high opinion of her, but she rinsed Nora. You're right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like I don't think she's that great, but that's one of the better women's. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's one of the better women's bantamweights. Like unfortunately, because just this division isn't really talented. If you want to say, I don't want to be mean, but I just don't think it. Other than like the top five,
Cara Rosa had like an all-time epic, like one of the best women's fights ever against Irene Aldana. Aldana's a former title contender, got her ass beat by Nunes, of course, right? Like I've got a pretty high opinion of Cara Rosa, but
it's just with her, like I think she's really well-rounded and she can do everything, but her game plan is literally the opposite. Like she should wrestle and then she strikes. She should strike and then she wrestles. You're like, what are you doing? Like you should be able to win this fight, and you're making it very close on the judges, and you're probably going to lose this fight. And she ends up losing the fight, but not that last fight. Nora, she looked good, but
yeah, I can't remember who I had Nora Cara Rosa like anchored, like not just parlayed, like anchored. She was in everything against a total bomb and lost, and I'm so happy.
Yeah,
like I'm getting past it. I'm growing. Like I'm not total PTSDing over it. Well, I am, but I've repressed it from my memory. That's when you know you have real trauma.
Oh, it was Sarah McCann.
Yeah,
had to have been because that was me.
I'm
like, oh yeah, I know that.
It was Sarah the Can. Yep.
And yeah, all she could do was wrestle, and that's what she did.
This should be a banger, though. Jocelyn's improving. Nora is always in fun fights. Nora likes to scrap. At least she scraps.
Yep. Yeah, she doesn't mind getting hit. She's pretty durable. So, yeah, Jocelyn Edwards always comes clutch for me. Got to stick with her. And that Dominican booty coming in at 4 pounds overweight. That could be a little bit of an issue.
She has made weight 2 straight fights.
Did Nora miss weight before? She's missed a couple times. She missed against Haley. And she missed against Melissa Mullins.
Bro,
So
I've been to France.
I mean, we might have another fight where both girls missed by a pound or two here, like just like the Kong Wang fight last
Yeah.
time. So
Typically, I'd be parlaying the over 0.5 weight missers here, like minus 350, but I might lay off. Jocelyn's been doing better, and yeah, I've been to France. That food will make you miss weight.
Unders galore. Okay, and in this fight, that'd be wild if you like that one. What's up, Ram Dog? No blood. Yeah, Blood Money had I think his anniversary was today or tomorrow, and he was going out today, so he had to skip it. But I think he'll be back for the next one.
He should have got married on Valentine's Day. It's just one.
I know, right?
It's just one day to remember, one gift.
Rose, yeah, I'm Jose Sala. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to say that she's bad. I just don't think she's all like, she's not like a top 5. I wouldn't say, but it's women's bantamweight, so maybe she is top 5. But her game plan and up here is my issue with her.
Jocelyn's number 8. If she wins this, like, she's in the title conversation, which is wild.
She should fight Nora next. I know Nora's fighting here coming up here, but she's fighting Yana Santos, or is it Santos?
Really?
Right?
Like Norma? Yeah. Norma
Dumont. I saw that fight. I was like, huh? Like, it's kind of a weird fight, but Nora should have won that last fight. I'll be honest.
I think Norma's the most well-rounded fighter in the UFC.
I understand what you're saying. 1-800 gambler for this one. Yeah. Host is well-rounded. I love looking at her.
Not like Norma.
Yeah, I'll take Norma's well-roundedness over Hosa's. But hey, to each their own. Dirty Reg. Next one here we got is going to be B. Aiden Corolla versus Luis Garul. I believe, is it your turn or mine? I think it's my turn. I think it's my turn. I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Corolla here. I just think he's a little bit more well-rounded, I think, than Luis. He looked very good in his last fight. I like his striking a little bit more. I think he's a good grappler. If Luis does shoot any takedowns, I think he can stuff those. Like Luis, his wrestling is okay, his striking is okay. I just think Corolla is just a little bit better everywhere, actually. Like that's it. That's literally like my breakdown is they're both very similar, but I just think Corolla, I don't know how to say his name. Korea. I'm saying Corolla.
Like the country.
Korea?
I think so, yeah.
Korea.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just
I've been saying Corolla for some reason. I can't speak. I can't read either, so it is what it is. After a half a beer, that's what happens. So we'll go with Aiden. Is it Aiden or Alden?
I think it's Alden. Yeah.
Alden. See, I can't even read. So we'll go with Alden. I'm going to go with him to win by decision. Fairly confident, actually. I know he looked very good in this fight. Who did he fight? Costa. And I'm pretty high on Costa for some reason.
Costa's decent.
And he was able to knock him out in the 3rd round. And I think I had a Costa bet, and I was pissed. So I can't go against him, and I don't think Luis is all that great. I think he's good. I just don't think he's this good. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm on Korea as well. I've got him in one of those parlays I described, either the one with Jocelyn or Garul is a strong, stocky guy. He's gritty, but he's clunky. He's not fast. He even got outstruck by Jesus Aguiar. And I like Jesus Aguiar. I cashed like a plus 700 on him when he fought Shannon Ross, and he got his first ever KO. Jesus Aguiar is not a striker. He's a guillotine
merchant.
Scammer. Yeah, merchant. Exactly right. And Jesus Aguiar has like the shortest reach in the UFC, and he's
a tiny dude.
And he was outstriking Korea. So Garul, sorry. He was outstriking Luis. I think Korea is better everywhere. You're right. I think Garul needs to make this like real greasy and grimy and clinchy. But yeah, Korea is just younger, bigger, better. And I think it's like decent odds for like parlays, minus 110, I think, or minus 210, I think I got him at. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in him as well. Glad to hear you are too.
Yep. Yeah, he's up to, I believe, I want to say like minus 270, but I still think it's good.
I still think it's good. I'll probably have him in another one or two. He's good. The sick uppercut against Alessandro. He's
big. He's 5'8" for a flyweight. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
freaking big.
6 to 7
6
inch
7 inch
reach.
reach. Yeah.
Um, he's looked really good on the ground against like German Orpineta Ponce. He rinsed German on the ground. Before that, he had the number 80 knockout of the year on Tapology against Paris Morin. It was like
number 80.
yeah, but like
That's
that's
awesome.
across all organizations.
Mm.
There's like 50 weeks in a year. I mean, having the number 80 KO of the year is pretty solid. It got
That's true.
overturned there in no contest. He must have popped for something, but it was a sick southpaw check right hook. This guy's good. This guy's good. I think he's got a future, and I think he's going to torch here. I don't think he's necessarily going to get a KO. Like I'm thinking Korea decision, but like dominant decision. I might even like parlay like a Korea spread, assuming a blowout.
Okay. Let's see what that spread is. Minus 125.
Nice.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I think
he's gonna like cruise here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I think he can finish him. He could probably win with sub. He's pretty well rounded. 5-4, 5 KOs, 4 subs. Been to decision 4 times, won 2 of those. I think he can definitely win a decision if it goes a decision.
Mm-hmm. Luis has been KO'd 1 time, never subbed, but he hasn't really fought anybody that's a great grappler. He fought Nick Piccinini, who's like a lay and pray guy who has no top control. He'll shoot 30 takedowns, gases. Like we all remember Nick Piccinini. Piccinini landed 10 takedowns with 5.5 minutes of control time in that, and Luis still beat him. But I mean, like that's who Luis is. He's like the guy who's just fighting off a nut hugger, barely wins a split decision. He got KO'd. We picked Ode Osborne as an underdog there. Ode KO'd him. And then he loses to Jesus Aguiar, who has like alligator arms, like, T-Rex arms. I don't think Luis is very good at all. He fights out of Factory X at altitude. Should have good cardio.
He doesn't really have good cardio. That's the problem.
He's got good he's like good in the clinch. That's what he needs to do here. He's got good dirty boxing. That's about it.
Yeah, I hear you. We're on the same page there.
Let's go. Yeah, glad to hear.
Next one here, we got Ode Osborne, speaking of, versus Alibi Idrisis. Who do you like here in this one?
I'm going to go Ode, and this is the dog that I mentioned I missed the boat on because he was plus 170. Nice. Yeah, and like early in the week, I was like, this seems like a big step up, and Alibi's solid, but not great. And I mean, Ode Osborne was busting up Steve Urseg last fight. I like Ode. I'm often picking him as a dog. I picked him as a dog against Ronaldo at the Sphere. I was there live, and Ode beating the shit out of him in round 1 and then just got taken down. We know Ode's problem. He's kind of like Michael Johnson. He looks great round 1, fades. But I just think he's way better here. Alibi is like real tricky, diverse, real like sneaky, and I don't think it's going to work. Ode's got a 1-inch height advantage and a 4-inch reach advantage, vast resume advantage. Yep. I think Ode's way faster and way more technical. Like Alibi does some like tricky shit, and that's it. I think Ode's live to finish him here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like the experience. I think on the feet, I like Ode. He's more I don't know about explosive. He's more dynamic. That's the word I'm looking for. Alibi is explosive. He does have power in his hands. He's a good striker. He can mix in the wrestling a little bit here and there, but I don't think it's great. And that's how Ode loses. He loses to people that can take him down. And Alibi is a striker first. He only wrestles if he needs to. The last time he tried to wrestle, I believe he got choked by Jose Morales in his last fight. He was looking pretty decent in that fight until that happened. But Ode, if he's fighting a striker, like he's more like, and you're going to give me dog prices on that, like I got to go with that. Like I'm only going to fade Ode as if he's fighting a wrestler and or a grappler that's going to be able to take him down and wear him down after the first round. And then he's just like nothing. I think here Ode is good for 2 rounds. It's the round 3 that I would be a little bit worried, but I think by that time, Alibi is going to be a little tired too himself because he's going to get hit a lot. He might even be KO'd before that. So who knows? So Ode, like I said, as a dog, I don't really pick Ode too much because he has been fighting a lot of grapplers. That's why a lot of his losses are grapplers. But yeah, I like him here in this spot. I don't think Alibi is going to have the wrestling and or grappling to do what those other wrestlers and grapplers did, if you want to say.
The thing about that Morales fight is like you would expect him to absolutely torch on the feet and absolutely get smoked in the clinch. He did well in the clinch. He was like good cage battles where they were reversing, and so I was impressed with his strength there. But he did not make Joseph Morales look bad on the feet like he should.
Mm-hmm.
He can get a little predictable with his like entries. Even like Yabakov, who he beat. What was his first name? Oh, I should not have tried. I should not have looked. For Katbeck, Yokubov, he did not look good. He was getting blasted a couple times. He was getting kind of careless and predictable. He just gets a little too fancy. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's going to work at the UFC level. So like in the Morales fight, you mentioned he looked good, and he did in the clinch. He looked stronger than I expected, but he should have absolutely outclassed Joseph on the feet, and he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. And then he tried to like shoot a takedown, and then that was his kind of downfall for some reason.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't know. It was like weird. Like he was up against the cage, he was like hold him, and then he like kind of shot down, and then like after that, it got to the mat. It was choked out immediately after that. So
that's a good point. I actually don't have that in my notes, but that was questionable fight IQ for sure.
Yeah, and that's what worries me too. And like, I'm not saying O'Day has the best fight IQ either, but he does have good striking fight IQ. I will say that. And he's not going to be shooting takedowns unless he's tired in round 3. I will say that he will shoot takedowns in round 3 because he did that to Charles Johnson.
The guy was beating Steve Erceg.
I know
Steve Erceg, who
on the feet,
who was gonna beat Pantoja.
He was like a great striker.
Yeah, Steve Erceg was gonna beat Pantoja until he made a bonehead move in round 5.
Don't you dare say that about Pantoja. He was on his way to win no matter what. Don't you dare say that.
I needed Pantoja. I was in Cancun for that, and like I didn't have access.
I always need Pantoja to win in every fight.
I was just like my tier 1 parlay was Pantoja and like some woman on the card. Like I think I don't know, some like Brazilian chick. And they both won. But like I didn't have like diverse options on that card. I needed Pantoja to win bad.
It was sweaty fight, I will say that.
A little
easier than I thought and I wanted, but it got done. It's all that matters.
I really thought I was about to lose my ass. And then Erceg went for a takedown in round 5 when he was winning the striking. Erceg is a stud.
Yeah.
And O'Day was putting it on him.
Yep, I agree. We got Pick'em MMA. What's up, man? Let's go to GOAT. Yes, sir. Definitely check out Pick'em if you haven't on YouTube. Right there. He does every fight, card, promotion, everything. So
and he watches tape. Every promotion, every fighter.
Crazy. I can't do that.
No well, like we do it on UFC. Like we know our shit.
Yeah, that's fine. But I can't do like every promotion.
He's not just wicket capping.
Yeah.
Pick'em MMA watches tape on all these guys. He's the man.
Yeah, so definitely check him out if you haven't. I don't know crap about this Korea dude, but I'm going to take your guys' word. Yeah, I think he's good. At least in this fight, I think he's solid. You got a good parlay piece for sure. Just take the money line. Don't even worry about it. We got Justin. What's up, man? He likes Chitty the dog. We'll get to that one. I believe that's next, and it is next. Yeah. Jamaican Rascal KO, the Horseman. Edamon. I like it. I like it. Let's go, O'Day. Just don't gas. Yeah, round 3 I'll be a little worried because he does slow down a little bit, but I think at that time, if it gets there, I think Alibi is going to be slow too. So it's just going to be a battle of who's going to survive and who hits more. And I think O'Day will be up 2 rounds. He should be anyways. I think he'll be okay. And these fighters have 8 kids or more. That's an easy bet against. I think the only person is Nico Price, man. I really do. I don't know if anybody has like more than like 3 or 4 kids. That's funny though, for sure. O'Day just go to one FC and be a top 12. Yeah, live a happier life. There you go. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He just can't fight a grappler. Just give him a striker. Give him a striker. At least he'll put up fun fights. Like you're gonna see a crappy fight if he fights a grappler because he's just not a grappler.
Well, Paramount's about to cut all the grapplers anyway.
Like, I love it. I love that they're literally like, bye, you suck. You're not entertaining. Go. Love it. Best deal ever. Like, keep it coming. Like, we need to get these people out of here. Like, I don't mind grappling. I really don't. I don't mind wrestling. But you better do something with it, man. Like, just laying and praying and
Right.
like holding and like hugging against the cage. Like, I don't want that crap.
I'll tell you,
Don't
like
want it.
Movsar versus Aljamain was one of the best fights ever. It was just wizardry,
Yeah.
nonstop transitions. That's very rare.
That I like.
Yeah,
I'm cool with.
very rare.
But that's very rare when you get like two high level grapplers that are going to fight against each other too. And then usually sometimes if that does happen, it's a striking fight, and you're like, I didn't want to see two high level grapplers strike. Please give me something else in this.
Right.
I think Waller Cortez has a lot of kids. You might be right on that one. He might have like a handful at least, if I remember correctly. I think the rings a bell after you said that. Other than that, I have no idea, but I don't really dive into fighters, IG accounts and Twitter, looking at their pictures and stuff either. So I know some people do, but yeah, not me. That's not me. What up, Bruce? Esparza versus Namajunas was a great strike. Yeah, one of the best in the last 35 years.
Yeah, I don't count sheep at night. I count Spars and Namajunas.
Yes. Next one, Chidi Njukuani versus Carlos Leal, and I think it's my turn. I am going to go with another dog here. I'm going to go with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang here. I think this is going to be an interesting fight. I could look like a fool, but I know this is going to be a striking fight. Chitty, again, this is kind of like the same thing I'm going to say with the Ode fight. This is going to be a striking fight. He's going to have a longer reach, he's taller. Leal is, he's powerful. He can push forward, but Chitty's got some good knees. He's got some good elbows. He's got power. And Carlos was just flatlined against who was it?
Muslim Salikov.
The 45-year-old Muslim Salikov.
He's as old as the Muslim religion.
I'll take a shot on Chidi, man. I don't think I know he's older. I think he's 37 and Carlos is 31, but like Carlos is on steroids. If he's not on steroids, he's probably going to lose this fight. Let's be honest, but like he's not going to go and wrestle. Like he's going to get hit at least once when he tries to get inside range. And even so, like I said, Chidi's got good knees, good kicks, good elbows when he's in the clinch. I actually like, maybe I'm convincing myself a little too much, but I actually like Chidi a lot in this fight. I think he can get it done by KO. I think he can win by decision. Carlos, I think he can KO Chidi too, but I think it's gonna be a tougher task for him to KO Chidi than Chidi can KO Carlos in this one. So give me Chidi, bang bang. I'll say KO. I think he's gonna get it done, bang bang.
I like it. I was really hyped on Carlos coming into.
Yeah, I was too.
I think I picked him against Renat, or at least I laid off Renat. Like I knew he had a chance against Renat. I think he got robbed. That was in like Abu Dhabi or somewhere. Right?
I spam bet him against Alex Moreno though. For sure.
Oh, of course, yeah. and then he looks great. And then I was way too heavy on him against Salikov. I lost my ass.
Yeah, I did too.
And it was a real sick KO. Like Muslim kind of like feinted the takedown and then landed this overhand right. And you see Carlos's hands go down. Like Carlos thought Muslim was going to shoot on him. It was a real nice job by Muslim. But Muslim doesn't do that to a lot of guys. Like I don't think Carlos is chinny. He's fought a lot of guys, and yeah, he's only been KO'd one time. Yep. He's been subbed one time. It
only takes that one time for that chin to crack. And that could be the time. I'm not banking on it with my pick, but I'm just saying it could be that time where it's a little
I don't know.
Not as durable anymore.
Everyone on this card has been KO'd one time. So it's tough. Like it was his most recent fight. Well, the question is, how long ago was it?
I think it was like at least 6 to 8 months, at least.
Took some solid time off.
Yeah, it's not like a quick turnaround. I think it was like last year, like in the middle of the year, like.
Yeah, July. You're right. Yep. July, so 8 months. 8 months. Yep. Beautiful. Chidi has looked really good at welterweight, and I was a little concerned.
Better cardio too.
Huh?
Better cardio too than he was at middleweight.
It's so surprising because he's old as hell, and he was a big 185er, and I was like,
"Yep,
this guy's gonna struggle." Like everyone was concerned about Chidi's cardio, but it's looked decent, and his grappling has not looked decent. Jake Matthews really ran through him.
Yeah,
I was pretty confident in Elizu Zaleski dos Santos, and he beat Easy DS as an underdog. He's looked good. Like, I like Chidi. He's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing to dislike.
This is gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, Chidi's incredible in the clinch. He does incredible body work. When he was at middleweight, he was landing 2.27 significant strikes per minute to the body. That was number 2 in the middleweight division, where the average is like 0.66. Nobody even lands a single body strike per minute. And he was landing over 2. He mixes it up. A lot of those body strikes are the teep. He's got a great teep. He keeps range. He's long as hell, right? And we know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Carlos. And the thing about, like, I'm like, am I still this dumb? Like, how many times am I going to lose money on this guy? And I'm not like planning to bet Carlos or anything except in my full card parlay. And I haven't hit one in 11 months. I need it. And, but I think Carlos' forward pressure is going to stop those rangy attacks. Carlos just presses forward.
He does.
So much. He's so aggressive. And that's what made that Muslim Salikov KO so impressive. Muslim's just on the back foot, foot.
And he was up against the cage too, and he just landed that check.
He fakes that little takedown and lands that crazy overhand right. I think it was kind of fluky. These are big, strong, powerful guys. I think
it's not a good look.
Yeah, it wasn't a great look, but I kind of, one thing that one of my my Patreon guys is like, I actually pay him to watch all the YouTube videos, like for my expert graphic, because I don't have an extra 48 hours in the week to like watch all the YouTube videos. So it's like my homie that I pay. He lives in Thailand. He like judges fights. He's a stud. He's smart.
That's awesome.
And he says the smartest thing. So I got to give him credit. He's like, what would we line this fight if we took out their last fights? Each of their last fight. Take out their last fight. What would we line this fight?
Let me see what I forgot who Chidi's about.
I think that's a really smart thing.
Honestly,
you can't put all of it in that. So I mean, obviously, Chidi got ran through by Jake Matthews.
I think not even looking at their last fight, but looking when I was thinking about it, I think this is a 50-50 fight. And I thought that before, but now I'm looking at it, I still think it's a 50-50 fight.
Right. He, I don't blame you. And I kind of think it's a 50-50 fight too. I was struggling with this one. I'm not.
Maybe you can say 52% one way or another. That's fine. But that's essentially a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean?
don't blame you for saying what I've said multiple times today, which like dog or pass. Like if one of these guys is a sizable dog, I got to pick him. I feel that. And like I'm still not overly confident in Carlos, but I'm going to pick Carlos because I think he's just going to pressure him so much.
He has to.
That Chidi won't be able to get those teeps off. Chidi's going to have to grab that plum, and he's great in the clinch.
That's what I was thinking is like, yeah, I could see Carlos pushing it where he has to get the clinch, and then those knees are going to be nasty. I don't know if Carlos is going to like those knees after a couple times, and he might not be pushing at pace, but I could be wrong.
Money poured in. No, you're right. Money poured in on Chidi against Jake Matthews because Jake Matthews vastly gets outlanded in the clinch, and Chidi vastly outlands everyone. Like Chidi's clinch game is elite, especially with this frame at welterweight.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's 37. I do have to assume that the weight cut is going to continue to tax him. Carlos is just so gritty and mean. He's just so mean.
On steroids as well.
Oh, yeah, that back.
You see that back? Come on, man.
Bro, if you pour Neutrogena on his back, it's just going to sizzle. It's going to smoke.
He's pissing hot.
This is a fun one.
It's going to be fun.
So many fun, tough fights to pick. This one, I don't intend to have any action on. I really want to watch it as a fan, but I'm going to pick Carlos.
Okay. I don't hate it. No, like I said, this is another 50-50 fight. I'm just like a little more confident in this one just because I just think I have a decent read, and I could be wrong. 100%.
Last time we did a shot, I took the dog, and it was a slim dog. We could do a shot bet on this one. And I get the slim favorite on this one.
Okay.
All right.
I'm cool with it.
All right.
Do I have to owe you a shot? Do I owe you one?
No, you took it last time.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if like even the time before that we did one and like this was the next time we met up.
On our last show together, we didn't do one. And it's I was so proud of myself because I didn't warn you beforehand. I told you on camera to go take a shot.
I was like, fuck. No, I'll do. I'll remember. This is the fight. I like it.
You might get me back. You might get your get back here.
I could lose. It's fine. No.
Oh, me too. Yeah,
this fight. I mean, it's the featured prelim for a reason. This fight's gonna be great. Like
it's gonna be great.
It more than likely someone's getting finished. What's the under in this fight? Is it under 1.5? Yeah, minus 160.
To the under 1.5.
I actually kind of like the over, maybe.
Yeah, you know me.
Plus 124. You might be able to find a little bit better somewhere else, but at plus money for an over, you just have to worry about probably round 1, right? And then you're good.
Yeah. I guess out of like Carlos's last 7 fights, he's got 4 fights that ended in round 1. Even his Delano Taylor fight was under 1.5. But these are against, PFL bums and stuff. At the elite level, fights typically go over, right? That's why title fights always go over. The better you are, the longer you last. That's what my girlfriend says. I don't know.
The better you are, the longer you last.
I cannot relate.
I have no idea what that means.
She's trying to give me a hint. I'm like,
you're like, what? She's like, never mind.
It's a race, not a contest.
Let's see what everyone else has here. Where did I leave off? I'm trying to look. Okay. Either cheaty cigarette breathing comes into play, or those pills you take from coming from steroids will slow down Leo. Yeah, we'll see. Derek says, I can't pick a guy here, but I've got fight doesn't go to decision. I like that.
Is that like minus 3-ish, if I had to guess? Or
fight doesn't go to decisions, probably pretty decent. But if you got it earlier in the week, maybe or when it first came, yeah, fight doesn't go is minus 900.
What, bro? You're gonna break your TV, Derek. Oh my god!
But the under. What's funny is the under 2.5. It's literally 2.5 minutes, minus 475. It's half the price. Isn't that weird?
That is weird as hell. Especially because men often finish like earlier in the round.
Yeah.
Because they're fresh and they're strong. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like to do men's fights to start round 3, to start round 2.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe I'm getting it backwards, but like women are more likely to finish in the second half of the round because they're grappling.
Yeah. They get tired easily, and then someone makes a mistake easier.
I actually don't have any data around that. There's just like my guess and my.
I think we talked about this before, and I was like, you're right. Like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, a lot of the men's fights end in the first half of the round more times than not. I'm not saying every time, but they end in the first half, and then I think women's end in the second half of the round.
I think
it makes more sense.
Yeah, because men come out like a bat out of hell. They're all fresh, and then the gas, and women get them down, wear them
and a
down,
lot of times too, the men are like, where there's like a minute left on the clock, they're like, okay, I just got to survive and make it to the stool because I'm already gassed, and then I'm going to come out and that's all I got is a minute left. I'm going to give it all my all, and then they get knocked out or they get a knockout. So makes sense. To watch for steroid use,
that's a crazy difference, though. I cannot believe that.
I know, it's half. I cut in half for 2.5 minutes extra.
Bro, I remember the Chidi versus Reese McKee fight. Like, who on earth would have thought that fight was going to go the distance? And Chidi just cage clinched him. And then Reese McKee has him hurt in round 3 and doesn't go for the finish. He lays on top of him. I'm like, Reese, you're losing. Make Chidi get up. Like, bro, betting unders, I will die.
I know. It sucks. I only bet a couple here and there only because like 2 people have to be like kill or be killed and they're fighting each other. And I'm like, okay, I'll bet an under. I think I have 1 under I bet in this one. I don't know if I like it, but I did it. I'm just going to go for it.
Is very relevant to this conversation too.
Chidi versus Little seems like a toss-up. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's 50-50. And you can make a case for either guy, and I won't say you're an idiot.
What you want to do in this fight is get your friend to bet you a shot, and you pick the favorite.
There you go. I'm an idiot. 1 shot equals a whole can of 4.
Oh, bro, I used to drink Sparks. When I was drinking Sparks in college, I got straight A's because I was sitting front. I was sitting front row, all fucking communicative, and yeah, Sparks, Four Loko. Those are like 3 or 4 shots.
So they had liquor in the. Is it energy drink that had liquor in it?
Yeah, that's what a Four Loko is, I think. But yeah, Sparks.
Oh, okay. I remember.
I would sit in my car before.
Okay.
I would smoke a blunt.
I don't want to ask you how old you are, but I think we're around the same age.
I'm 41.
I'm 41. Okay, so
nice.
I think it came out literally the same time. I remember. I'm like, I was remember Sparks when I was like 21,
I
ish,
was
and
in
I was in
college.
college.
I was in college for 7 years, so this is probably when I was like 25,
Okay.
and working, taking night classes, smoking a blunt, drinking a tall boy Bud Light, but I couldn't drink a Bud Light in class, but I could drink a Sparks in class because it looked.
Because
So I was
nobody
drinking
knew, and it
Sparks
was
in
new.
class. I got
That
straight fucking A's because I was
That's
just
wild,
like
dude.
this. I was like, my professors love me.
That's funny that you brought it up because I'm literally picturing the can of it. I'm like, I remember Sparks now because I when I first started drinking, like I really didn't like beer. I really didn't, and I only turned to beer because it was cheaper at the bars, and I was spending way too much money, and I was working at Subway at the time. I'm like, I can't be drinking like liquor at a bar when I'm on Subway pay. I need like $1 or two 32-ounce beers that'll hold me over for like I'll drink two of them and I'm good to go.
Takes you a
So
half
that's
hour
how
to
I
drink it.
yeah, and that's how I figured out I like beer because I didn't want to spend too much money. But I remember those.
Nobody likes beer. You just
I
grow
love it.
accustomed to it.
I love it.
I love it too. I had to
Miller
stop
Lite
drinking.
is amazing.
I've slimmed down a little bit since I switched to vodka sodas and pickle shots. We make a big old pickle shots jug. So yeah, that's why I'm so sloppy right now. I've drank like 5 pickle shots, and
What do you put in the pickle shots?
I already
Vodka?
finished one like triple vodka soda. I'm on my second triple vodka soda.
There we go. I got one more. I just opened up one. Probably got to go get another one before the end of the night. But normally, like I drink bourbon as well and whiskey. Ooh. So love.
You don't have a beer belly. I had a beer belly, and
I got a little one. It's not. I mean, it's not like crazy, but
mine's not like that.
Yeah, I know. I would assume,
it's
but
a lot better. It's a lot better since I switched to vodka sodas.
What kind of beers are you drinking? Are you drinking light, or are you drinking like IPAs and the heavier beers and stuff like that when you used to?
Modelo Especial.
I love me.
I like to pretend that I'm somewhere.
I swear I am not Mexican though, but I love me Modelo.
I'm a quarter Mexican, but that's not the reason. It's just I like to pretend that I'm somewhere sunny.
Modelo's so good though.
So good.
I love it. It's my second favorite beer, Modelo.
Yeah, and I like Pacific. I'm not just
Pacifico is very good too.
Yeah, like I almost hated drinking Modelo
Corona.
once UFC was sponsoring it. I'm like, I just look like a UFC stan, which I am. But Pacifico is my shit. But like, no bars have Pacifico on tap.
No, they don't. Maybe you're out in the more west than I am. Obviously, I would say maybe in the West Coast, like southern, maybe like Texas, maybe area, like towards Mexico. But the only time I've seen Pacifico and when we go traveling was in Cabo. They had Pacifico galore. That's all they had basically. I was like, give me that Pacifico then. Let's go.
When I'm in Mexico,
I'll pretend it's Modelo.
Dos Equis on tap. That's the only time I drink Dos Equis is like in
Cancun. I don't like it.
Well, man, yeah. You put enough lime.
Fair. You drink a couple of them, you don't even know it's Dos Equis anymore.
Yeah, I'm drinking like mango margarita slushies and shit. Like
my go-to resort drink is gin and tonics, and I only drink gin and tonics at resorts. I don't drink them anywhere else.
So I think vodka soda is very similar, except tonic is disgusting.
It's just not piney,
and gin is disgusting. Vodka soda is like the way less.
It's just like version. It's like bubbly water with a little bit of like, this is not water. It's vodka.
No, this is like my my Karen drink, my blonde 50-year-old cunt drink, vodka soda.
My wife drinks a lot of vodka waters. She doesn't even do the soda part. She's like vodka water.
Well,
and they're like,
she's
a sweetheart.
She's nothing like I just described. But I'm trying to be like her. I've seen pictures of you guys. Like, trying to be like her.
You need to do a bet book. Men bet from Mars and women bet from Venus. Four Locos with a shot in the parking lot. You have yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a Four Locos.
Four Locos is like 4 shots, man. Like, yeah, those will get you lit. I think they stopped making them because people were dying.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, I used to mix like Monsters with Everclear. I was fucking wild, dude. It was stupid. I don't even want to bring up those days because like I can't drink Monsters, like just Monster energy drinks. I can't do it anymore because of that reason alone. Because it'll trigger a memory, and I want to puke. So
it's like Bacardi Limon. Bacardi Limon used to be my shit like that. Like
anything but Bacardi is gross. I can't do Captain Morgan's anymore. I burnt myself on Captain Morgan. Like any cheap liquor that you can think of, I can't do anymore because I burnt myself out on it when I was like 16 to like 22.
Mine was the Admiral Nelson, like the mouthwash. It comes in a plastic. That's how cheap that shit is. It's a cheap version of Captain Morgan. It comes in a plastic thing. You call it a mouthwash because it looks like a Listerine bottle. And Admiral Nelson. Any of the fucking real ones in the chat know Admiral Nelson.
40 Creek whiskey, it's a Canadian, I'm guessing, whiskey. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I haven't heard of it, but I'll have to look for it and see. Your inner Frank the Tank will come out. Yeah, it will. You don't want that.
I'll be arrested.
That on stream.
No clothes. Yeah.
All right, main card, we've made it, and if you're still here after our fun drinking rant, but it's fun. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's fun. Also, check out
free UFC mobile. If you're on mobile, hit the hype button.
Yes, hit the hype button. I don't know what that is, but hit it. Does it do anything?
Hype. It does. That's what you want on mobile. You want the hype. For real.
Oh, I want the hype button. Yes, hit that. Johnny was a fucking yeah. Wild. Glenn Levitt. Oh, getting a little scotch in there. I can't do the smoky scotches, but the other scotches I could do. If it's too smoky, I'm like, no. I can't even do like the single malt whiskeys, and I like whiskey, but if it's single malt, like I'm a no-go. Like I'm out. Can't do it. I love any other whiskey, but I can't do single malt, and I can't do a smoky scotch. What's the other scotch? I forgot what it's called, but I like that one. The less smoky.
I've got like some nice Johnny Walker. It's just for show, and then I'm like, let's do a pickle shot.
All right, Zach Reese versus Michelle Pereira. I don't know who went first last time. I think I did, but I'm gonna let you go on this one, and I will say this. I hate this fight, but I know who should win, but I hate it. Go ahead.
I truly, there's some tough fights on this card, including the Chidi versus Leal. I think this is the toughest fight on the card to pick.
Definitely up there for sure.
Who's better? Michelle Pereira, but
100%.
He's looked so trash recently, so low volume. He's backing up. He's backing up all the time. He wasn't just chinny in his knockout loss against Kyle Dawkins. Who the fuck does Kyle Dawkins knock out? Not even me. Neither one of us. Like
he gets knocked out.
Yeah, like Kyle Dawkins doesn't knock anybody out. He knocks him out in 43 seconds.
Wild.
I'll tell you this: the Abus Magomedov fight went to decision. Abus had him hurt in round one with a left-hand punch that had nothing on it. He like hit him with his inside knuckles. Abus was like backing up, and Michelle in round one with like let's see. I got it in my notes. Like with like 3 minutes left in round one, he was doing with 3:15 left in round one. If you go look, Michelle was doing the stanky leg off this like kind of like a slap. Like Abus was not expecting this punch to hurt Michelle, and it hurt him bad. I really have major concerns about Michelle's chin. Like
I just have major concerns about him in general.
Yeah, obviously his cardio is terrible. His cardio was always terrible when he was cutting to welterweight, like just killing his body to cut to welterweight. And then he's moved up to middleweight and he was looking okay. His chin, I think, is gone, man. Like, and like the Abus Magomedov fight will prove it to you. Interestingly, Michelle wasn't actually death gassed in round three there. Round three was Michelle's best round in that fight, which is kind of like, I'm going to pick Michelle. And that's like the only redeeming thing that I've got. I'm like, oh, his cardio isn't as trash as it used to be. I think Michelle's a little more tactical, a little more skilled. He hasn't wrestled in a long time. He hasn't landed the takedown since 2022. Like, my car is so much younger. My car is not even great. My car is so much younger than the last time Michelle got a takedown. Like for a while there, he got smarter. He was doing less backflips. He was doing less capoeira. He was actually wrestling. He was being a little more technical and he was winning. But now he's on a 3-fight losing streak and looking terrible. And, the Anthony Hernandez fight, Michelle had him hurt in round one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, like you can't blame anyone for losing to Fluffy in round 5. That's what Fluffy does.
He survived. I
Yeah,
mean, if you could survive that long, that's a win, dude.
longer than Roman Dolidze, and Roman Dolidze's been looking good. Like, right? We'll talk more about Fluffy, but like, so I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna pick Michelle because I think his cardio is not as trash as it used to be. I am incredibly biased. I really love the guy. Love him. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's a cool ass dude. During the Brazilian floods, for like 2 weeks, he was going around on boats saving stranded dogs.
Yep, that's awesome.
Fuck me, man. Like, I'm gonna pick him for the rest of my life. But it's really scary. We've got the hometown edge here for Zach Reese. This is in his backyard. He's always wearing, Longhorn shit and cowboy hats. I actually think that might be a detriment to Zach Reese because I think he might be more aggressive than he should be. Zach Reese should absolutely extend this fight. Does Zach Reese have great cardio? No. But he's bigger, longer. Like, I think he should try to extend this fight.
He's slow as shit, though.
He's slow. That's the thing. I think, and Michelle's not lightning fast, but he's more technical, which is crazy. Zach Reese is like so upright and tall in the pocket, always getting cracked. He's really not strong in the clinch. Jackson McVeigh was beating the shit out of him in the clinch. And
Jackson McVeigh.
And I have a higher opinion of Jackson McVeigh than most. He's not terrible, but like if Jackson McVeigh was just beating the shit out of you in the clinch, that's a bad look. This is an incredibly tough fight. Let me think if there's anything else like relevant to say, like to help people, because I know everyone's got to be struggling with this. Reese is southpaw. Reese is big. He's not lightning fast.
I think we pretty much summed it up. All of us are just probably scared of what Pereira we're gonna get.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna get the Pereira, like let's say the fluffy Pereira, even that he will destroy Zach Reese. Destroy him. 100%. I will put it on record. But I haven't seen that in 2 fights, and it's the exact opposite of what I've seen, and I don't like that. That's what scares me.
This is a fight where everyone's going to be parlaying the fight not to go the distance. And I think I want to pick like
100%
by decision. There's no like takedown props yet. I think the way to bet this fight is Michelle to get 1 or 2, 3 like ladder the takedowns here. Zach Reese, oh, he begs to get taken down.
Yeah, and he'll play jiu-jitsu off his back, 100%.
Such a tough one.
100%.
I'm gonna go Michelle. No bets on it, except I'm gonna look at the takedown props.
Yep. Yeah. Like, I mean, you basically said everything. It's just on paper, if you don't look at those last 2 fights on Michelle Pereira destroys him. But we have to look at the last 2 fights. And that's where I'm like, I don't know what Pereira I'm going to get, because I don't know if he's completely washed or if he just had a little bad run there in those last 2 fights for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying Zach Reese is terrible, but like Pereira should destroy him on the feet. He should stuff any takedowns, and he could probably dance around the freaking octagon like he used to back in the day, because Zach Reese is slow. He's just slow. He can hit hard if he lands, but he slows down after round 1. I mean, I'm picking Pereira too, but I am not confident because I don't know what Pereira I'm going to get. And I feel like this is going to be the opportunity that everyone's going to miss out on Pereira at this buy low option, because they're so scared to throw money on him now, and watch he destroys them in like 35 seconds. And I'll be like, I'll be so mad.
He needs this win.
And that's another thing too. If Michelle doesn't look good in this fight, he might get cut.
Bro, he's going to be like, nah, bro. He's going to be in BKFC or Karate Combat or
a Karate Combat. He would destroy in karate, but he doesn't want to be there yet. I don't think. He's only 30. Well, I don't know if his age is correct, but 32. You know what I mean? So I got to go Pereira. I think he does get a finish. He has to. Like, I'm going with the old Pereira. I'm hoping he comes back. He doesn't look as trash as he did in the last 2 fights. And if he does, then we know, like, he is a fade forever, because you shouldn't lose to Zach Reese. Like, he shouldn't lose to Zach Reese at this time in his career. They're both the same age, basically.
Yeah. One last bit of relevant info. Brundage was blasting Zach Reese on the feet.
Yeah. Cody Brundage. where Cody Brundage will give it his all, and I'm gonna give him credit for this. He will give it his all until he knows he can't win, and then he just looks for a way out. That's his game plan. Unfortunately, he kind of did it in the last fight.
Yeah, you got to bet his KO prop on DK because it includes the DQ.
Yes, 100%. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Michelle. I think he gets it done. I think he finds a finish. I can see a club and sub maybe in a later fight or later rounds, but he did get that club and sub against who was it?
He's got a few. He had a few,
Zaechuk.
Yeah.
And then also Pateria. Forgot about that one.
Like round one subs there where he hurt him on the feet first.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people know this. Zach Reese is chinny to the back of his head. So as Azamat Bakoyev beat him, like knocked him out from guard. Didn't TKO him. He like knocked him out from guard. It's because he landed 2 illegal strikes. And the back of the head shots really hurt Zach Reese. Obviously, the slam by Cody Brundage, like that'll knock anybody out. That
back
slam,
of the head.
That like that card, there were 2 back-to-back slam KOs.
Yeah, that was wild.
There's a reason why it's illegal to hit in the back of the head because it hurts. But Zach Reese has like an unusual susceptibility to back of the head damage. If Michelle can like slam him, like push him down in the back of his head, he's gonna win.
Or just touch him, just go like bloop.
Yeah, pop.
Done. The guy touched that button. There's a little button back there. It's like an on and off switch.
Yeah. This is the type of fight where like, what's the fight to go the distance? Plus 400 or something insane. Like
it could be something. Yeah. Do the opposite of what you think is going to happen. This is one of those fights. The over 1.5 is plus 114.
That's what I always tell myself when betting. Do the opposite of what you think. Because
only on the fights that you like, you're not sure about, but you think this should happen because it will never happen. Like this is the fight where I'm like, Michelle should win this 8 out of 10 times, but I'm not sure because of this. So I should do the opposite. So I probably should be picking Zach Reese, honestly.
If you want to bet Michelle, I think you might wait because I think once they stare down, money might pour in on Zach Reese. He's going to tower over this guy.
Yeah, he is pretty big, but he's just so fucking slow, dude.
So slow.
So
upright. He's so like his feet get stuck in the sand. He's so upright in the pocket. It's laughable.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't like this fight. I'm not betting it. If I did, it would be like the opposite of what I think would happen. So the over 1.5 probably.
I think Zachary's decision might be
that could be a good one. That'd be so wild though. Does Pereira literally look exactly like he did against Abus?
What's funny is, I mean, like I told you already, Abus hurt him with the softest punch you've ever seen.
I know. Like, and then he looked good in round 3 for some reason.
Yeah.
I think it was rigged, but
ooh.
I like Reese money line. I can see a dog. Yeah, this card has at least 5 dogs that have a real chance of winning. This could be one of them.
So many finishes too. I like parlaying overs. I'm like, I can't be confident in any.
I think there's going to be like 8 finishes. I mean, that's a lot for me.
It's going to be fun.
It's kind of weird. I'm not a gamer, but Reese comp is crap. Strickland said Roma deletes it. Only trained a little bit for that fight, but who knows? I heard that he was like, he couldn't train for like 2 months because he was injured for some reason. But again, if you're injured, then don't fight. But I know you want to get money.
Are you dictating these comments? Like that's what when I dictate a text, that's what it comes out like.
Oh, that's funny if you did.
I'm all about it.
If Michelle has any life left, he runs over or Reese over. Yeah, I agree.
But does he? I
think he does if he is 70% of what he is. What the good Pereira. Yes. But that's the thing. The last 2 fights that we've seen Pereira, he was like 20%. It was terrible.
He's so low volume. Opposite. Just backing up. He was not his normal aggressive self.
Yeah, it was weird. If Pereira loses, he may get cut. Yeah, that has to motivate him if he wants money. Remember when he got power slammed? Yep, I do. That was wild. Do Michelle want to get a dog fight? If needed is my question.
Right.
Probably not.
Like who the fucking knows? Like
Fluffy took his soul. Yeah, Fluffy takes a lot of people's souls.
I hope he does Saturday so bad.
I mean, he definitely can, but Sean's got good cardio, so it'll be fun. We'll get to that one though. Fluffy took his soul. Yeah, I already said that. John Jesus. Makes me also wonder if Michelle does win. Will he want the next while moving up the ladder? Yeah.
Yeah. If Michelle wins this fight, he's probably losing his next fight.
Oh, for sure. 100%. This is probably like win or you're out. And Reese is probably good, win or lose. So big step down, 100% big step down. Like huge step down. For I think this could be his easiest win or fight in the UFC. I have to go back because I know he's fought a lot, but
yeah, Michelle Paredes should be an actor. If I was him, I'd be in movies.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. There you go. Next one, Jacoby Smith versus Josiah Harrell. This is a newer fight.
Let me go first on this one, and let me give some extra on Josiah because a lot of folks don't know Josiah.
I don't as much probably as you do. Go ahead.
So he's a solid wrestler. He's got really vicious ground and pound, but it's not sloppy. He's very like measured and control with it. He's got decent striking. He can throw some high kicks. His best thing is his footwork, and most people think of footwork as a defensive, evasive thing. He's got really good like offensive footwork. He will pivot in the pocket and blast you in the head when you're still looking the wrong way, which is impressive for him because he's the muscle hamster. He is a real stocky, strong guy. Southpaw primarily, like he doesn't have great ways to close the distance like a Joe Frazier or Mike Tyson with like a bunch of feints. His best tactic to close the distance is like a step through. He'll step through to orthodox and land a nice straight right. His boxing is pretty clunky. He keeps his head straight up, but he keeps his punches very straight. He's like technical. He throws straight punches. He does not have great takedown defense here, and we know Josiah has very good wrestling, but Josiah has incredible get-ups. And I'm telling you, even though Josiah is on short notice here, Josiah's got the better cardio here. Josiah is an incredible grinder, an incredible scrambler. He's pretty flexible, actually. He's got pretty solid jiu-jitsu for like such a stocky wrestler. He'll throw up like lots of diverse submissions from bottom. He almost pulled off an incredible like Demetrius Johnson, who was it, Ray Borg, that slam armbar, like one of the best finishes we've ever seen. Josiah almost landed one of those like 2 fights ago. The problem with Josiah is he often loses round one. He's like the literal exact opposite of Jacoby Smith. He will guaranteed lose round one and always win round two and round three. Like he'll lose round one, and then round two, he's got great back takes, and he flattens you out. If he gets your back, he is flattening you out, and he is landing ground and pound, and he's very careful to never hit the back of the head. He's never going to let somebody brundage him. Like, I have Jacoby in a parlay. Jacoby, and I'm scared. Like, I'm going to bet that Josiah plus 3.5 rounds when it comes out. It's not out yet. It's like the last fight with props not out yet because it was short notice. Josiah is 1,000,000% going to win the second half of this fight. 1,000,000%.
If it makes it that far.
Yeah. Even on short notice. Even on short notice, he's got far better cardio than Jacoby Smith. I've been saying for a long time Jacoby has terrible cardio. In his Nico Price fight with 90 seconds left in round one, he was gassed as hell. He was beating the shit out of Nico Price. Mark Smith is telling Nico Price to fight back. Nico Price wins the last 90 seconds of that fight in the striking. And then he gets overly reckless and confident because he was beating the shit out of Jacoby. He throws a super ugly spinning back fist. Jacoby pops him, drops him. So like people might not remember that Nico was winning the striking round one. Round two, Nico does this very stupid thing and gives up his back and gets tapped out. Nico had Jacoby was minus 2,500 in that fight. And if Nico had any fight IQ in the world, he was gonna win that fight. Live, he had to be like plus 5,000 or something. I can't even imagine what he was live bet because he got his ass beat round one. Nico was gonna win that fight if he didn't make such a bonehead move and give up his back. Jacoby has some of the worst cardio. Like it's better than Luana Pinheiro and Gina Mazzani. It's worse than them. It's worse than them. It's on the Terrence McKinney level. He has like truly Terrence McKinney level cardio. Jacoby Smith does. If Jacoby doesn't get him out of there in round one, which he could, because Jacoby has less technical striking than Josiah, but far more powerful striking than Josiah. Jacoby can blast you. Jacoby will drop you for sure. And Jacoby's huge here. If you like Josiah, like I'm thinking about betting the Josiah plus 3.5 rounds after stare downs, even more money is going to come in on Jacoby. I was a little surprised. The line on Jacoby was minus 298 and it wasn't moving. It is going to move heavily after stare downs. I think Jacoby's going to close at like minus 500 once people see them way down. And everyone notices, oh my God, this guy Josiah, he's never fought in UFC. He's on short notice. Everyone's going to be looking for parlay legs to put with Carly Judice and all these other big favorites. They're going to put Jacoby Smith in there. Jacoby's going to close probably minus 500 after stare downs. I'm telling you, Josiah is live to bust parlays. Jacoby is round 1 KO or bust. Josiah is an incredible live betting spot after 4 minutes.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Jacoby's good. He's got all the promise in the world, but like I literally can't even like tell him how to fix his cardio because he does. It's not just because he goes crazy. Even in like a less grueling fight, a fight that shouldn't be too taxing on your cardio, he is death gassed in round 2 always his entire career. I'm picking Jacoby Smith here because he's bigger, more powerful on the feet. He's not on short notice. But Josiah just fought like 3 weeks ago, and he's a coach, and he does a lot of like conditioning coaching in his gym.
Oop. I don't know if maybe he froze or I froze. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Chat, can you let us know if we're still here?
I'm back. I don't know if it was you or me, but
it was both of us. You were circling first, and then both of us were. But the Haymaker, Justin, are we still here?
Yeah, we're all good.
I hope nobody parlays Jacoby too heavily. I'm telling you, of the big favorites on this card, he might be the buster.
Yep. No, I agree with you. I was actually gonna say I'm picking Jacoby, but I'm not confident because I think Josiah is good. Like, I think both these guys are very similar, honestly, but I think Jacoby might be a little bit more dangerous early. He's bigger, might be stronger, but the longer the fight goes, we've like you said, we've seen Jacoby slow down and get a little sloppy and needs to take advantage of like the other person's mistakes. And Josiah really doesn't make mistakes at least the mistakes that I've seen. Both these guys are 11-0 for a reason. But again, like I'm gonna pick Jacoby. This could be one that actually goes to decision. Like I don't know what the over under is. It might be set at 1.5 just because Josiah's taking this on short notice. And I was gonna say, like, I don't know if Josiah's cardio is gonna be an issue or not because it's short notice. But with you just saying like he is not, I'm like, well, then I'm even less confident Jacoby is gonna win now because that could have been like his one saving grace. Jacoby, like in the later rounds, is like they're both kind of tired, and then he just sneaks out another round and he wins like a close decision if he doesn't get a finish early. So I'm not confident. I am picking Jacoby just because, again, I just think he's a little bit more dangerous early. He's bigger, stronger, but we've seen bigger and stronger people fade later in the fights, and this could be a good betting spot after round 1, like you said.
The over 1.5 is minus 170, so the fight to not go the distance is probably even money-ish, maybe slightly plus money-ish.
Yeah.
Josiah Harrell, the muscle hamster, he loses fights against bums in round 1. He loses round 1 against bums.
See, I don't really mind the over 1.5 if it's a minus 170 on that. If that's the case, I really don't.
It's a little like it's like the favorite who's minus 300 is expected to win early, or he's not going to win. Like,
or more times than not, he won't win. Yeah.
So that's why I'm a little unconfident. But I did say I'm hoping to parlay like the fight to start round 2 in something real risky, plus 2,000. Like when I'm looking for like the 8th leg, this fight to start round 1, I like. Josiah's he's kind of hittable. He's really undersized here, but I really do think this fight starts round 2, and I really think Josiah is going to take over from there. I don't like comparing, debutants with former champions. Yeah. But he is Marab-like. To help you understand what a grinder he is truly Marab-like. He'll lose round 1, and then, like even against Tracy Reeder, who's actually a pretty solid fighter. Tracy Reeder's beating the shit out of him in round 1. Last fight, Bekmirza Dozmatov didn't beat the shit out of him, but he laid him parade round 1. Josiah's gonna lose round 1, 1,000,000%. And if it makes it there, he's gonna win round 3, 1,000,000%. I'm really looking at some Josiah spreads here.
Well, you're talking me into. I don't have a bet on Jacoby. I wasn't planning on doing anything with this fight because I'd be, like you said, the parlay buster here. And I believe, I was at Jacoby's last fight against Nico Price. That was the Oliveira card.
Ooh,
and that was in Vegas.
Oh,
I went to that one because I wanted to see Pantoja and Oliveira because those are my two favorite fighters. I'm like, I gotta go. Like, it's just that's
a banger card
all day. Oh yeah, it was a great card except the result at the end. But I don't want to get there because he's my favorite fighter. I don't want to bring it up because it's bad memories. Anyway, I sat in my seat like this. I'm like, oh no, for like 10 minutes. And Effie was like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. I do not want to see that.
I love any action.
Yeah, we went to that card. It was fun. But I think like you said, Josiah after round 1, if he loses, he's gonna be like plus 500 probably or more. Could be a good spot because Jacoby looked like crap, and Nico made a dumb mistake in round 2. He might have lost that fight. Like, you never know until he didn't. So
yeah,
this is a weird one for me, but I am gonna go with Jacoby to get that early finish just because that's just his way of winning more times than not.
Jacoby is a fade coming up. It might, like, I'm this close to like officially picking Josiah, man. Like, I'm telling you, like, but if Jacoby gets through this fight against a short notice, super undersized guy, Josiah has already talked about dropping to 155. Like, he's undersized.
Yeah, he is small, and I was looking at that, and that was another reason why I'm like, I'm gonna go with Jacoby because he's just he's 4 inches each way. Yeah. 4 inches height, 4 inches of reach in it. You're gonna see who the bigger guy is on the face, like you said. Like, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this guy's a monster, because he is. I don't know how he makes 170. I don't know.
Money's gonna pour in on Jacoby.
Yep, I get it. I ain't touching it though.
He's an upcoming fade. He's like, Jacoby is a fade very soon from now. Maybe this fight. I'm like this freaking close.
All right. Well, there you go. The hamster is awesome, but round 2 Smith, all right, will be a banger of a fight for as long as it lasts. Yep, too much muscle equals poor cardio. That is very true. We've seen it time and time again.
That's why I'm not buff.
I know, right?
I
gotta keep my cardio going. Jacoby needs to train with Bo Nick's same style. Yep.
Bo Nix, the Broncos quarterback.
Bo Nix, indeed. We got UFC bet approval. So far, I got Bet Sam Kunith, MMA experts. We want picks as betting frauds, and with the most losing rate every week. I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys. You keep an eye on us.
Oh, bro. I don't want to bash anybody, but you're right. But bro,
that's okay.
Go check my Instagram and tell me how my picks are. I was the top expert week 1. Week 2, 138. Our homie Tyler was the top expert. I was 1 point off.
I don't know. I don't know your scoring Ruby system.
5-round fights. 5-round fights get an extra point.
Okay.
Underdogs get an extra point.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's as simple as that.
Okay. I was always wondering. I meant to ask you, but I was like, oh, I'll figure it out maybe. And I just always forget. And I'm like, and I just remember when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I should ask.
MMA experts, AJ, he's so funny with his prononciations. He is so
dude. I am Gorlami.
He's like Brad Pitt.
Oh, he gets in there,
yeah. AJ's very entertaining. He was one of the lowest experts on the chart. He almost got kicked off, but DFS by the numbers. I'm sorry, Brady. He's been on there for 4 years, 160 times. There's only 24 cappers on the fucking thing. Brady got 1 ruby out of 170 cards. And it was a very chalky, like an abbreviated card where there's fallouts. There was 10 fights. Brady has 1 ruby in the last 170 cards. The worst picker is Brady. I'm sorry, Brady.
Well, he likes his women MMA fighters. Let's put it that way.
He's also, when I say I hate cappers who just, oh, this is trash. Oh, if you bet this guy last week at minus 150, then that was a steal, but now he's minus 180. That's a pass. Like, all he does is bash fighters and complain about line movement. And it's like almost mathematically impossible to like be as bad as him. And meanwhile, he has Uncle Weezy. Uncle Weezy is one of the best cappers.
I would say Uncle Weezy is good.
Oh man, he swept twice last year. I only swept,
I don't think I've ever swept, ever. I've gotten real close and I got robbed once. I remember because Holly Holm should have beat
Ooh.
who was
Kellen
it?
Vieira?
Kellen Vieira, because that was my last one. But that was the closest one I ever been to sweeping.
And I don't like to bash other cappers because DFS is out there giving you free content. And it's so much freaking work to do this. So much freaking work.
I mean, I
it's
don't do as much as I used to.
So I don't like to bash other cappers, but the worst capper is Brady DFS.
According to your thingy.
According to like how fights end up, according to results, according to who actually wins. But MMA Experts was on the edge. But MMA Experts actually won 2 rubies.
How many did I win any rubies last year?
Oh, you won like 3, bro.
Okay, cool.
And like you started out hot. You got really good picks.
I'm starting out hot again. I don't think I won any rubies or anything, but I think I only picked like 8 wrong so far, if I remember correctly. Like it's under 10. I know that.
It's been a pretty chalky year. You like the dogs in respect to you. It's been a real chalky year, and I think this might be the card where.
Yeah, this is the one I think it's going to blow up a lot of people's like. I don't want to say records or percentages, if you want to say, but I usually try to pick like 2 or 3 dogs. I think there was one card this year I only picked 1 dog, and I think only 2 won. So I was like, well, I went 1-1 because I think I picked the right dog on that one, whatever it was.
First card of the year, I only picked 1 dog. It was Gaethje, and I was heavy on him, and I was the top expert of the week.
Yeah, DC talked highly about Jacoby. He trains with them. Jacoby gonna improve from his last fight. I hope so, because that was roof.
But bro, Jacoby, that wasn't the first time Jacoby showed poor cardio.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't. He showed poor cardio in his last couple fights, at least. Raiders F the Broncos. Finally, someone says that Brady is trash.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's just how the fights go.
Next fight, though. Sergey Spivak versus Ante Dalia. And I believe it is my turn. I'm going with Dalia. And maybe I'm a little too confident because I just think this is a really bad matchup for Spivak. And Spivak is, I'm not saying he's not good or anything. He's a very good wrestler. But he doesn't really control you on the mat. He's more of a mat return guy. He lets you get back up and does it again. But Dalia is a good enough all-around heavyweight where he's going to have good takedown defense. He's going to have the better striking. He's got power. He always pushes forward. You saw it in his last fight against Waldo, even though that was a crazy sequence and how he got knocked out and everything. And Spivak doesn't like that pressure. He likes putting on the pressure, but if you're putting on the pressure and you're landing on him and you're touching his chin, he's going to crumble basically. And I don't want to say give up, but like he'll let you knock him out I'll say that, put it nicely. And I kind of see that happening. Dalia is pretty aggressive, not to a fault, but like he's gonna go forward first. And I don't know if Spivak's wrestling is gonna make a difference here at all. So on the feet, I love Dalia, and I think that's where it's probably gonna stay. And at minus 150 or so. I don't know why it's this low. Maybe because of the Waldo KO, but that was just a weird sequence. It probably wouldn't happen if they fought normally. After he thought he won, it was like a 5-minute break. He's adrenaline dumped and all that stuff you can say. And then he got KO'd. And he was looking good until that eye poke too. So it's like, if he does that, like he did against Waldo, like Spivak's he's gonna turtle up against the cage, and then the ref's gonna stop it. Or he gets knocked out. So Spivak doesn't really have the great striking defense, and his striking is just okay. It's not terrible, but it's just okay. Yeah, I gotta go Dalia. I'm weirdly confident in this one, but I see some people on Spivak, and I'm like, I don't see it at all. But what do you think?
I'm also on D'Elia.
Okay, good. I was like, hopefully you're not, and I didn't want to be mean.
I'm certainly not confident. Like, I'm less confident than you, but I'm on D'Elia. Spivak's striking has improved a little bit offensively. Yeah. He throws heat. He keeps his hands up in a real weird way recently, almost like Misha Tate. Like,
yeah,
it's a little goofy how he keeps his hands up, but I like it. That's what you need to do. And like, he throws straight punches, and he's got a fast jab. His striking's a little bit better than it used to be. He could throw some lame high kicks, and he might even get a KO someday because he throws heat. But like, I swear he aims at guys' forehead. Like, he doesn't
aim for the chin.
Yeah, he doesn't aim at their neck like you need to. Like, you got to throw at the neck, and that's how you land on the chin. And D'Elia is just such a great blitzer. Spivak likes to be pressing forward, and he's not as great backing up at all. Waldo, that was a tough situation. It was a weird adrenaline dump situation for Ante. And freaking Waldo's on a tear right now. He came in and on short notice and knocked out Shamil Gaziev. And I think
that fight was on short notice too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And I don't think Shamil Gaziev is great, but he's pretty freaking good. I think Shamil would be a favorite over Sergey. I've had trouble picking Spivak fights, I'm not overly confident here. It's a heavyweight fight. I won't call them middling heavyweights, but they're like, that 10 to 15 range. Anything can happen. One punch on the temple, one punch on the chin, and the fight goes a different way than you expect. But I do think that D'Elia is going to get it here. Like, I hate to repeat myself, but like, he's such a great blitzer, and Spivak is not great backing up. The volume goes to Ante, and I think that's what's going to pay off. I think he's just going to be a little busier, and Spivak is not going to enjoy being pressed backwards.
Yeah, that's exactly how I see it too. And we've seen it in some of Spivak's fights where if you're pushing forward and you're landing, like, he kind of just maybe not turtle up, but like freezes up a little bit, and he gets hit. Like, he doesn't do anything. He just he tries to defend too much, and then like he either just loses the round that way or he gets knocked out. Like, I mean, Jailton, that was one of Jailton's better performances, honestly, against Spivak. And then even Waldo wasn't able to KO him, but Waldo was piecing him up just going forward after, at least in the first round. And then after a while, it was like, he slows down a little bit, but still he was doing good. And I don't want to say, Cyril Gane fight, because I think that's just a little too levels there. I was trying to bring it like the same levels, but like he was getting pieced up with Cyril Gane, like when he was going forward too. So he couldn't get any takedowns. And like, I feel like Sergey, like, if he doesn't get takedowns, like he doesn't know what to do in a way. I'm not saying D'Elia can't get taken down, but like, I think his takedown defense is pretty good. And I think he could wrestle too if he wants to, but he's not going to in this fight. But yeah, that's how I think. But big back Betty, what up? Can Jocelyn make weight? I think she does. Nora might miss weight too, so they both might miss weight. We were talking about that earlier. The vampire is done. EFC is going through the roster and get rid of people. Yeah, I would keep Spivak. He's fine for that. You can't keep cutting these heavyweights because there's not going to be a division anymore, unfortunately. And he's a top 15 heavyweight at least, at the bare minimum.
The thing to consider is Spivak's been around so long, he's probably making like a decent little.
Yeah, that's true too. He is making a good chunk. He's still fairly young too. He's like 30, 32, 31.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been around since he was like 25, I think. His first fight was in 2019 against Walt Harris. He lost.
Walt, like, Jacoby Smith has a Walt Harris type cardio. Jacoby Smith has a Walt Harris type cardio.
Wild. All right, this fight, honestly, there's a lot of people I think a little too confident in this one, but it's Danny Gay versus Milk Costa. You want me to go or you?
I'll go. I'm on Milk. I just think he's improved.
Are you like really confident though?
I do have him.
How confident?
I do have him in one parlay, but it's because I'm not gonna straight bet a -200, so I toss Joslin or someone else in there, But
Yeah.
I'm confident enough that I only have 2 bets this week. They're both
Okay.
chalky parlays, and Milk is in one of them.
Okay.
Dan was just that Patricio
Disgusting.
Pitbull fight.
Should've
I
won.
picked Dan Ige as an underdog. He did nothing.
I know.
And we
Until the
all
third
love,
round.
yeah, and we all love Dan Ige.
Well, he was winning. What round was it? He was winning one round and they got dropped. And that cost him the round. I'm like, dude. But he didn't do anything in round one, and that round was for the taking because nobody did anything at all. It was stupid. I hate that fight. I didn't even watch it because I already knew what happened in my head. I'm like, I'm not watching this fight.
He's he's not one of my favorite fighters, but man, I love the guy. The guy came in on 4 hours notice and put up a really solid performance against Diego Lopez. He actually won round 3 against Diego Lopez, if I recall.
Yeah.
And, Ige's a stud. He's never been finished. Melk has been doing well at range and melting guys on the ground. He's not going to melt Dan Ige on the ground. And Dan Ige is always fighting guys with longer reaches. He just knocked out Sean Woodson in round 3.
That was wild.
Melk might win round 1 and 2, making it look easy. He might be -1,500. And then Ige starches him in round 3. We've seen Melchizedek hit by a similar type of fighter as Dan Ige. So I don't blame you for, I don't blame anybody for being on Dan Ige ever if he's an underdog. We can't be too high on Melk because he starched Morgan Charrier, even though, Morgan doesn't get starched. Morgan's always in close
he's
fights.
Pretty durable.
Yeah, he's very durable. And Melk had just fought 7 weeks prior against Julian Erosa, but Julian Erosa hurt him. But Julian Erosa is huge. I love Melk.
I'm surprised that Melk couldn't knock out Julian Erosa because he's got 0 chin.
Oh, me too.
That was a wild fight.
He's got 0 chin. I was like, okay, this is either, Julian Erosa by guillotine or Melk by KO.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Decision.
This is why I don't bet unders. It goes decision. And then I'm like, oh, well, let me parlay, Morgan versus, Costa to fight to start round 2 at -500, 74-second KO. But I love Melk. I've been on him for a long time. On my last sweep, sorry to keep talking about it, Mark. It was 11 months ago.
You always remember the good ones.
As a dog against Christian Rodriguez. I've been on Melk. I've been riding Melk for a while, cashing on him. I was heavy as hell on him against Julian Erosa, shitting my pants, scared.
Yeah, it was back and forth a little bit.
It was a little too back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
The fight prior to that, I can't remember. I think Julian Erosa fought who's the damage? Darren
Elkins.
Julian Erosa looked freaking terrible against Darren Elkins. He looked so slow and old. And he hurt Melk. So, couldn't Dan Ige hurt Melk? Absolutely. It's not 50K Dan Ige. It's $100,000 Dan. And,
it is.
Dan Ige is trying to come out here and get this $100,000 Dan bonus. I cannot blame anybody for being on Dan, but I'm pretty confident in Melk.
Yeah. Well, I'm on Melk as well, but I'm just not as confident maybe as some people. Cause I see a lot of people oh, Melk's gonna win. I see all these parlays, and I'm like, I think about it. I'm just like, I feel like this could be the trap one, but I always think back to the Dan fights. I'm like, Dan is a good fighter, but for whatever reason, there's always one round at least that he just looks weird and doesn't push enough to win that round, or it's a close round and it goes the other way. And he's not going to get knocked out. I don't think he's going to get subbed. He can be taken down, but in round 3, that's where I think the round he's going to win, he can win is round 3 for sure. Melk probably wins round 1 and 2, but that's why I'm going to pick him to win by decision. But I mean, there's a small chance maybe Melk, he's going to be a little bit taller, a little bit, bigger too. So maybe he can get take his back and something like that. But Dan usually has pretty good submission defense too. So yeah, I'm going to go with Costa. I'm just not as confident as maybe just some people that I see online. I'm just it's something in the back of my head. I'm like, man, there's a weird chance. I like him as a fighter. I just wish he had a little bit more urgency, a little bit more aggressive, maybe early on, especially because he always does good in round 3, always. But I want you to do good in round 1, dude. If you win round 1, you're gonna win round 3. Like, you're gonna win a lot of fights. He lost 10 decisions. It's like, come on, dude. Like, there has to be a new game plan here. Like, figure it out. Like, you're not. I know you want to knock out people and stuff, but like the Patricio fight was disgusting. Like, round 1 was terrible. You could have won that fight with just landing literally one more punch, and he didn't, because he threw like probably 3 punches, and Patricio probably threw like 4. Like, it was disgustingly bad. It was like Esparza versus Rose level, like bad. Maybe not as bad, but pretty bad.
I will tell you that's something I try to consider. I'm like, who would win this fight if it goes to decision? Because when we imagine fights, we're like, oh, either he's going to get a sub or he's going to get a KO.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happens when it goes?
I always try to think about that too.
I cannot imagine a world where Dan Ige wins a decision here.
No, he'd have to win round 1 or 2. But I don't see him doing that.
No, he's KO or bust.
Yeah.
That's the harsh way to say it.
Unless, Costas has, done some stupid things.
He's been cracked.
He's a little hittable sometimes too, so that does worry me a bit there. Some questionable decision making, like maybe he shoots a takedown when he shouldn't, or like he tries to reverse and then he actually ends up getting reversed or re-reversed or whatever. But this fight's still going to play on the feet for Dan, at least. So if Costa wants to take it to the fight, like take it to the mat, he's going to be the one to do it to get there. So, yeah.
Haymaker, what was the odds on that?
Oh, I mean, it's got to be at least plus 300.
It would have to be way juicier to have interest. Like,
let me see, because that's just normally how he wins. That's why I said plus 300. It's 500.
That's how he always loses, as you pointed out.
Yeah, it's how he wins and it's how he loses. Yeah, he can get a knockout here and there, but
he was going to lose to Sean Woodson. I was on Sean Woodson. Yeah. Sean Woodson was a favorite. Sean Woodson was winning. Ige cracks him.
I had the over. Missed it barely.
If Ige wins here, he's incredible at closing the distance. Like, he's got those Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson skills that I was talking about. Josiah Harrell not having earlier. Ige's got those skills to close the distance, get inside, get in the pocket, get under you, and crack you on the chin.
I like the plus 3.5. The only thing, I'm just having a really bad time with the plus 3.5 because there's always one dumbass judge.
Oh my god,
that is just retarded. I think last card, I think wouldn't they give Kong Wang a 30-27? I'm like, there is no way in any world that she got a 30-27. There's no way. She did not win. There was, I think, the second round. She did not win round 2. No way.
Moore almost finished her in round 2.
Yeah. And it was all on the mat. It was like 4.5 minutes on the mat, and she wasn't doing anything.
You're so right. And I like betting minus 3.5.
And that's the problem. Yeah. I mean, I like it, but you're literally I will say that is a good bet, but that's the problem. It's the other 3 people you're gonna have to trust and rely on with that plus 3.5. You have to be, if you want to do a 3.5 bet, you have to know that a fighter can win 2 rounds for sure. For sure.
Well, for the plus 3.5, you just need him to win 1 round on
all 3. But I'm just saying.
But the thing is,
it never happens.
Ige is not a minute winner. He's a moment winner, as Uncle Weezy would say.
Yep. But I personally like that, but I wouldn't play it because I do think if it goes to decision and Dan Ige wins round 3, there's going to be one judge that sees it differently or just is looking at their phone the whole round. Like, oh, it's over. Okay. Yeah. Costa already won the first 2. So let's give him a 30-27. I don't care.
You're 1,000,000% right.
It's so bad with the plus 3s. That's how they get you. I think, and that's another way that they can rig. I don't want to say rig, but like skew the sports book bets like that because it's all what's the word I'm looking for? Subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Judging is subjective. What you see, 3 people should be able to see the same thing, but you're gonna get 3 different stories.
Well, sometimes they're by the corner where it's like Pahumpa. Every time Claudia Segulu was getting hit by Priscilla Cachoeira, he's saying, "Beautiful, Claudia."
Yeah.
Like, sometimes the judge is just next to this idiot Buttiginia corner who's just
screaming. Like, that didn't even land, bro. It didn't even land. I'm watching the fight, but we have a better angle than some of the judges do too. So
That's true. I was thinking if you're on Dan Ige, you got to bet him by KO at plus 330. I think that's his only chance. I think he's KO or bust. I
Yeah.
was thinking, ooh, what about the Dan Ige KO only? So if it ends by sub or decision, it voids. Sadly, it's minus 250.
Oof.
So I think if you're on Ige, you got to be betting like the plus 330. And FanDuel probably is better. I'm just on DraftKings.
Yeah. Ige being the smaller man usually bites him. Yeah. Just enjoy this fight. Bet the house on Strickland over 75 teeth kicks. Danny Ige, when was the last time he got 50K? Was it Gavin? I know he got 50K on that one. That was a long time ago, though. Gavin Tucker.
All you can do, never beg for
Andre Feely in round 1. That was it was 2 years ago. Exactly.
Oh, and he starched him.
Yeah.
And honestly, Feely is a similar type of striker to Costa. I think Costa is a far better grappler than
durable too,
which
more
he
durable
proved by tapping Feely. But like, yeah, on the feet, Ige could get inside and crack him just like he did Feely. But yeah, I think if you're on Ige, I don't like the spread. I got to be honest, because the spread is like
I've been burned too much this year with my. I was trying to be cute.
Decision. It's like when you're expecting a close decision. I think Costa just cruises and wins, or cruises and gets starched.
Yeah, I agree. Co-main, we got Jeff Neal versus Uros Medic, and I'll go ahead and go with this one.
Thank God. Tough one.
I'm going to go with Jeff Neal, and the main reason why is because I think he's more durable. I don't think he's more dangerous. I just think he's more durable. And if Jeff Neal can land right on Medic's chin isn't the greatest. I'm not saying it's a glass chin, but it ain't the greatest. And the longer the fight goes will favor Jeff Neal as well. So round 1 will be the most dangerous for him. But I do have my concerns with Jeff Neal. I mean, he's not really looking all that great. Like, he got knocked out a spinning elbow against Carlos Prates. I mean, Carlos Prates is a demon, but and then that was his last fight in like almost 2 years. And he's had injuries before in the past, and he's getting up there in age. He's 35. It might not be as fast. It's like, so there is a little bit of concern. That's why I haven't like ran to go bet Jeff Neal money line and put him in parlays and stuff like that, or KO. But I mean, Medic has a shot here. I really do. I think he does have a good shot. He's quick. He's got good straight punches. My thing is sometimes he's a little too aggressive, and he can get caught with a counter. And Jeff Neal does have pretty good counters. He's got good, strong leg kicks and kicks in general. And I just think he's a little more durable. So I'm going to go with him. I think he wins. I don't think this fight. This is the under that I like. I like this under because I can see Medic winning a round 1 knockout, and I can see Neal winning a round 1 or early second round knockout. I can see it. It's one of these guys are getting knocked out. I don't know when, but I like the under in this one, but I don't see this fight going to decision at all. But I'm going to go with Neal to find the KO, though. Wouldn't shock me if Medic wins, though. He's been on a good run. So what do you think?
Yeah, this is a tough one for me. I was a little surprised Neal was so wide, minus 225 or whatever. The under makes a ton of sense. Medic's last 4 fights combined have not combined for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So like the under 1.5 minus 220, you think that's a steal, but that's just not my style. Like, I think Jeff has a better chin and probably more power, but and far better resume. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. But way better competition. Yeah.
Yeah. Medic has.
This is a big step up for Medic.
Oh, big. Absolutely. And, Jeff Neal had to stop drinking like for serious health reasons. He didn't choose to stop drinking. He was like, bro, stop drinking or like get on this bed and we're going to gunner you to it. Like, he had to stop drinking for serious health reasons, not trying to slim down, not trying to get more shredded, like serious health reasons. He says he's in the best shape of his life. And like, honestly, his physique looked better than ever. He's always shredded. He's a fucking muscle shark, but his physique looked better than ever against Carlos. And he was actually doing pretty well against Carlos early. He was landing nice low kicks. Jeff was doing a great job of staying all the way in or all the way out. But then Carlos just started putting it on him Early, Carlos couldn't land any punches. He landed like some nice low kicks, a nice spinning back kick, a nice high kick. But then after a while, he was catching Jeff's like cadence, his rhythm, and he was landing big time punches on Jeff. You could tell the tide was turning towards Carlos, and then he lands that sick spinning back elbow. It was almost like a spinning back fist. Like the arm was extended, but Jeff was so close because Jeff has such terrible footwork that it happened to be like the elbow that landed on him. I think Carlos was like throwing a spinning back fist there. It just happened to be the elbow that landed on him. Medic, I've been saying for a long time that Medic is chinny. When Medic had 0 KO losses, I was saying Medic was chinny. Gilbert Urbina hurt him. And then, of course, Punahele starched him.
Selmersberger hurt him a couple times.
Absolutely. Semi dropped him. And then he got another kind of like glancing blow off the top of the head, which didn't count as a knockdown, but Medic like touched earth. Medic like had to reach. He was about to fall forward because of this glancing blow. Medic had to reach down and like save himself. Medic is chinny, but I think Medic is better. I think Medic is more skilled, way faster. I think Medic has way better footwork here. Jeff kind of needs you to like stand in the pocket in the phone booth and throw with them. Anybody with any type of footwork beats him easily. Wonder Boy, Gary. I realize those guys are both better than Medic, but I think Medic is just better, flat out. Jeff Neal trains with my favorite gym and my favorite coach. Safe Saud, and what's the gym?
Is it Fortis?
Yeah, of course, Fortis. Yeah. My favorite gym, and I can't remember it. I'm
but I was like thinking, I'm like, is it Fortis? Because I'm thinking about. I've heard like rumors that this gym is like no longer, and then all of a sudden it's still around. I'm like,
oh no, Sam Hughes, like Fortis fighters are like on its hair. Like
maybe it wasn't Fortis, maybe it was some other like thing, but yeah. Either way,
this one I'm really struggling with. It feels like a dogger pass, and like it feels like a dogger pass, even if one of them was minus 150.
That's why I like the under. That's why I said I'm not picking the side. I'm just gonna go the under.
But money's pouring in on Jeff, and I wonder if it's just the narrative of people saying, "Oh, well, he's going to be better than ever. He's taking it seriously for once." I mean, this is a guy who beat Santiago Ponzinibbio when he got busted for a DUI like 5 days prior. Like Jeff Neal never took this shit serious and was always pretty darn good.
Yeah, relied on his athleticism and stuff like that.
Yeah, and just his power, and he's skilled, but he's just so flat-footed. He really needs you to like walk towards him and stay in a phone booth. I think I'm just gonna sack up and pick the big, plus 190 dog here, Medic. If Jeff touches him one time, he's starched. I realize. Also, a lot of people like can't put their finger on it. They're like, sometimes Medic has good cardio, sometimes he has bad cardio. I'll tell you, it's very simple and clear. If Medic has to grapple at all, his cardio is absolutely trash. And so I would love to say like, oh, Jeff Neal's going to get some takedowns here. But man, I'm scarred because last time Jeff fought, I needed him to get a takedown against Carlos Prates, and I would have cashed a plus 4,300, just 3 legs, 3 guys to get a takedown. I actually gave it out on Matty Betts and Hey Drive's Long Shot show. Just 3 guys to get a takedown. The other 2 did, and Jeff couldn't. He was sitting there grappling Carlos, and Carlos is talking shit like, "Oh, you're trying to wrestle, and Jeff gave it up.
Yeah,
like, man, like take that guy down. So, like, can I have faith that Jeff Neal's going to wrestle here? No. He's got the far better resume. He's more powerful, better chin, worse footwork, slower, worse technique. I got to pick the big underdog. I'm going to go with Medic.
Okay, I don't hate it. I think some guy's going to get knocked out.
So. I'll tell you this. The way that Puna knocked him out is because Medic backed straight up. And Medic threw a strike, tried evading. He backed straight up, which we all know is a cardinal sin. Puna threw a 2-punch combo, and the second punch absolutely slept Medic. He fell into the cage.
Yeah.
It was a very similar way to the way that Jeff Neal dropped RDA early in the fight before RDA's. Like, you could tell before RDA even collapsed because of his knee. You could tell when he was getting up, he's like holding his knee. You could tell RDA's knee was not good. But the way that Jeff Neal dropped him early in that fight when RDA still looked fine was a very similar thing. RDA just backing up and Jeff just blitzing him. So, I gotta know that that's a possibility that Jeff can drop him if he extends a combo. Jeff needs to wrestle and extend his combos here. All the other seconds, all the other minutes of the fight, Medic is going to be putting it on him. This is a really tough one. I'm not overly confident. I have no bets on Euros, but I'll pick Euros, to have some balls.
There you go. I like it. If you had 10K to bet on Strickland or Fluffy, who you betting? We'll get to that.
We'll get to that right now.
Yeah. Medic era is here. Somebody call 911.
Call a doctor.
Yeah, Serbian or wherever Nico Belic from GTA 4 is from. Yeah, probably Serbia. Medic does have a KO shot at a KO of the night. Unfortunately, he'll be on the receiving end. Max bet parlay closes on. All right. I don't hate it either.
I appreciate the confidence.
I just like the under.
Yeah, Johnny. Okay, I appreciate the confidence, Derek. I'm struggling on this one. I think they're both hard.
I just think someone's getting KO'd, and I can see both guys getting it. So that's why I'm like, give me that under. I'll take a shot on this one.
Fight goes.
Yeah, watch it. That's the one that goes. Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. I'll let you go ahead and start this one, and we'll tell you about the 10K here.
I'm biased towards Fluffy. Fluffy followed me on Instagram 8 fights ago. He's on an 8-fight winning streak. So if there's any UFC fighters that have stayed through all of this banter, follow me, and you're going to be a world champ.
Love it.
You know, Sean, what are his best things? His forward pressure and his cardio. Neither of them is going to work here. Yeah. Who's the only guy in the division with better cardio than Sean? Fluffy. And Fluffy, what were his problems in the past? Well, he's chubby, susceptible to belly shots. You'll knock him out with a knee to the body. Not a great striker. His physique and his striking have improved so much. He was beating the shit out of Roman Dolidze on the feet.
Yeah.
Roman Dolidze is like looking away, wanting a way out, begging Fluffy to come down into his guard. Nobody has beat Dolidze on the feet like that. Fluffy is improving so much. It's crazy. I cannot see a world where Sean successfully teeps and jabs for 25 minutes here. Fluffy's been doing a great job with his low kick, and it's specifically relevant that he's been ending his combos with low kicks. Because we know if you're at range and you throw a naked low kick, Sean's just going to lift his foot up. But if you can get Sean in a striking exchange, you can absolutely pepper that calf, and Fluffy's going to. Fluffy doesn't even care to hold you down. He just wants to rinse you. He wants to wear you out. I think Dricus du Plessis' wrestling is overrated. And in the first fight, Dricus rinsed him on the ground. The second fight, he didn't even care to. Dricus wanted to be more exciting, get more fans, get more money. So he just beat up Sean on the feet for 25 minutes. I do realize that Sean had staph infection and like a shoulder injury or whatever. So maybe he deserves a little bit of a pass. But I'll tell you, this new version of Fluffy is a better striker than Dricus. And I think he's a better wrestler than Dricus. He's 1,000,000% a better grappler than Dricus. And he's got better cardio than Dricus, who has good cardio.
Weird cardio.
Weird cardio.
I don't even know how he does it. He looks like he's gassed, but he just keeps coming forward. You're like, dude, you're the sloppiest dude.
And like, that's a Mexican fighter for you, right? They got great chins and great cardio, like all boxers. Like, we've known this for 100 years. I'll tell you, like, his cardio doesn't look bad anymore. He's toying with Roman Dolidze in there. Who's a really good wrestler who has had multiple title shots? Marvin Vettori. I picked Roman as a dog. I think you did too. Roman was able to easily fight off those.
I picked him twice against Marvin. He should have won both.
He should have won both. Yeah, the first one was close. Yeah. So we were both on Roman as a dog there. Roman makes Marvin's striking look terrible, makes his wrestling look terrible. Fluffy comes in and absolutely outclasses Roman on the feet, takes him down like butter. He's smiling. He's winking at Daniel Cormier. Like, Fluffy is a real problem. A real problem. Now, why would someone pick Sean? He's got the vastly better resume. Absolutely. Like, that goes without saying. We're talking about a former champion who's had like 10 straight 5-round fights. Like, to say that Sean has a better resume is not news to anyone. We all know that. But I just don't think Sean's that great. I think we all overrated him because he fought a really uninterested, uncommitted Israel, right? And I'm on Fluffy. I really hope he just beats the shit out of Sean for like 24.9 minutes and only subs him in the last second. I hope we see 24.5 minutes of Fluffy ground and pound here. But again, Fluffy doesn't even care to control you. He's so confident in his striking now. Like, and Fluffy's been doing an incredible job of evading the jab, which is relevant here. He's slipping it and getting inside on a single leg, and he's staying back. Like he's got great range management suddenly out of nowhere these last couple fights. Fluffy is improving so fast. His physique is improving. You can actually see some abs for once in his life. I think Fluffy's a lock here, but I want him to win so bad that I might have to bet Sean as the good old emotional hedge, because I never bet on my favorite teams or my favorite fighters.
Yeah, I'm on Hernandez as well. Maybe not as high as you are, but I do think he wins. I mean, it's up there. Just the styles make fights here. You basically said everything. I mean, does Strickland have a chance? Yeah, he's gonna have to get a KO, maybe to the body, but like that's about it. Like I don't see how Sean wins like a decision. There's no way. I see Hernandez getting takedowns as soon as he just grabs a leg and or just clenches up against the cage against him. He's going to eventually get a takedown. And Sean's not going to like that after probably 3 rounds. He's probably going to be defeated. We kind of seen that a little bit with the Drickus fight, like you said, the first one anyways, when he was getting taken down. I don't want to say defeated, but like he accepted it. Let's put it that way. He accepted taking downs. He does have a pretty good get-up game, so he might get up a lot, but I think he's going to get taken down again.
Fluffy welcomes that.
I know. And after a while, like Sean has good cardio, so he might last a lot longer than most people do against Hernandez. Maybe he goes all 25 minutes too, but it's going to be like a 49, 46, 50, 45 kind of thing, I think. So, yeah, I got to go Hernandez. Like it's one of my more confident picks. I think it's a no-brainer.
I hope so.
It's weird to say no-brainer, but like it's just a style, dude. Like it's Merab all over again. Like you need Sean Strickland to have a Piotr Jan performance. Do you think he's going to have a Piotr Jan performance? No. I don't think so. I have to see it to believe it. And I had to do that too against Piotr Jan in the last fight, and I paid for it. But it's okay.
I paid for it too.
Everyone did. But I know that now. So when they do fight again, I know Piotr Jan can do that. We'll see what the odds are.
Piotr Jan's cost me so much money. I had literally $130,000, which is like, my unit size is only $100. Mm-hmm. I had $130,000 that was going to cash if he beat Aljamain Sterling back in the day. Like I started a job 4 years ago, and like the first day, my first one-on-one with my boss, I was like, bro, I lost like $130,000 Saturday. Like I was putting fucking Piotr Jan in parlays for months. That was back in the day when these bum ass sports books actually used to put fights out like way in advance.
Yeah.
And I was, oh my God, bro. Like Piotr Jan has cost me so much. And then this time I was putting Merab in parlays for months, bro. Months. So like Piotr Jan, like literally, I'm not gonna be able to retire because of Piotr Jan. Like seriously, but like, and I get it that Sean has like 70-something% takedown defense on paper, if I recall, like I want to say 76, it might be 67. I don't know. I get it that Sean has great takedown defense. I get it that he's got the better resume. He's got incredible cardio. Fluffy's different, man.
Yeah. I mean, he won't care if he doesn't get a takedown. He's going to keep going for it. Like it's like a Merab.
Oh God. Yep. 76%. Yep.
Easy.
But I just hate him too, and I love Fluffy. So I have no Fluffy in no plays because I cannot take the double heartbreak if Fluffy loses and I lose a bet.
I just think the only way he loses if like Sean just miraculously gets like a weird T kick or teep kick up the middle into the body and then like hurts Fluffy, because we've seen that before. But I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but that would be the only way. I don't see he's going to knock him out like with a knockout shot with his hands or anything. Like he doesn't knock out anybody. He only knocks out people because it's cardio. But
yeah, he hurt Adesanya round 1. Like I'll give him the credit, but
yeah, but I don't remember anything else other than like just melting people in like round 3 or something. But you ain't gonna melt Anthony Hernandez. No way.
I don't think so. I really hope to God not.
I think you're good, dude. Don't worry about it.
All right.
We gotta do. We got to do our easy money parlay here, and we got to do the fun, good one. So I know we were really high on Korea or Korea, however you want to say it. We could throw that in a parlay.
Jocelyn?
We could throw Jocelyn in the parlay.
I think maybe an over in this main event.
We could do what else are we really confident in? I mean, we're both really confident in Fluffy.
Yeah, but
I know it's emotional.
I would rather do like the fight to start round 4 minus 360. Like Sean's not knocking him out. You say the only way Sean can win is a KO. I mean, I think if Sean wins, it's by decision. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think Fluffy's tapping him, but he could.
I think we're okay
with
the Hernandez money line. We get better odds.
Those 3 are plus 138.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm about it.
I like it.
All right.
Easy.
What's a safe leg? Not Jacoby Smith. And no fights to not go the distance, because I don't want to.
Korea, Edwards, and Hernandez.
That's plus 138 on DraftKings. Let me check.
Yeah. FanDuel. It's probably better. Just money lines are usually FanDuel's money lines suck. They're better with props. Props over unders.
Oh my God. Carly's now minus 950.
Where?
On FanDuel.
Oh my gosh. Carly's minus 800 on DraftKings, but still, I still think that's high. But that's why I'm saying FanDuel's money lines are terrible, dude. Terrible.
I think FanDuel's the sharper book.
I like their props. They got the best props. The best. It's just their money lines suck.
It's because they're sharp. They want us to parlay. Like, that's like FanDuel takes.
But I'm not parlaying anything. I'm only parlaying props on FanDuel. And I'm going to be parlaying on DraftKings or any other thing that's better, because FanDuel is literally the worst.
FanDuel's where I always make like my, absurd parlay that never hits. Like,
yeah,
because their props are better. All right. So it's only plus 129 on FanDuel. So that's how you know, or plus 127. That's how you know it's going to hit. When FanDuel has the worst odds, that's how you know it's going to hit. Plus 138, we're good.
So now we have to do the fun one. Let's get to plus 1,000. Let's see. What were we both on? We can always do like Judice KO for like, but I don't know.
I'm thinking like, you're on JPL, but like on the risky parlay, like Phil Rowe has my eye.
Okay.
But we don't have to. Odie. I think we're both on Odie. We
are.
All right.
I'm more confident in Ode than Chidi. I know you pick Carlos, but we're both on Ode, but I'm just saying in general. What do you think of like Phil Rowe plus 3.5? I know we were just talking about it, but like,
that's a great look.
I feel like he can win one round, and I don't think JPL is gonna
finish him, sub him.
Finish him.
No, that's a great look. Plus 100 at plus 3.5 for Phil Rowe.
Yeah,
plus 100. I think that's a good straight bet. Let's parlay that, and then like Odie money line.
Okay. So we need something a little wild.
We need a prop. Yeah.
What about? Let me check it. It's not the crazy. It's not the. I was gonna say Dalia KO, but it's not too crazy. It's only plus 110.
I swear, like decision props are the way to go. Like decision props.
Damn it! I was gonna say Korea decision, but it's only plus 125.
Maybe Jocelyn decision. Let's see.
That's probably like minus 120, if I had to guess. 155. Ooh. I'd rather go with like Judice KO, but that's only minus 150.
What about Jocelyn by unanimous decision, minus 115? Oh, that doesn't get us there.
No. We need something like maybe plus 150 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Nope.
Yeah. Ige plus 3.5 is minus 180. F no, man.
No, I don't like it. It would have to be plus money for that for me to even consider it.
I do like some future legs. While we're looking, I'll just mention I think Ryan Gandra minus 550. That's incredibly chalky. Ryan Gandra is 1,000,000% winning. I've got Ryan Gandra in a parlay as a
That next card?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, next card's gross, dude. You see those lines?
Yeah. Dante Johnson, it's like 2 weeks from now, minus 380 against Dusko.
Dushko's toast.
Put Dante
But I
Johnson.
don't even think Dante Johnson's good, but he's gonna beat him.
I think he's good. I know this Cedrique, like, man, it's such a lesson. How many, like, so Mansour Abdul Malik, everyone is betting round one KO. Dante Johnson, everyone, I hate these fucking reactions. Dante Johnson, everyone is betting round KO, round one KO. What do? They get round two subs. Such a lesson to all of us. Like, don't bet these chalky KO props. These guys will just take a guillotine when this guy wants.
Oh yeah.
Out. Yeah, I'll tell you this.
If they have any remote like skill set to get a choke, just do inside the distance.
I'll tell you this. If I was fighting Dante Johnson, I would never get KO'd. You know why? Because I would stick my neck into a guillotine immediately. Like, yeah. I will not get KO'd against some monster. Like, tap me out. Like, KO props, everyone be wary forever.
Crap.
What's Carly Judah's sub?
Wouldn't that be wild? It could happen because she can get tired as hell and then just get choked out.
Yeah, and Juliana's going to be shooting for terrible takedowns after she gets blasted. Carly Judah's submission is plus 1,000. I'm not recommending it. I'm just trying to help everyone be more careful. And there was a more recent example, like Dante Johnson and Mansour, those were 2025. There was a recent example this year of someone who was like, plus 100 to get a KO and he got a sub.
Yeah. Man, a lot of these props aren't like juicy at all. Like, I don't see any like prop that I like that's like plus 150 or better.
That's DraftKings for you.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing about FanDuel is they don't have that plus 3.5 spread though.
I know. I love the only bets.
Yeah.
KO only, sub only.
Those are fun. Shit.
Like, what's Melk decision? I really think Melk is going to win a decision.
That's not a bad look. Let me see what that is. Minus 150?
Terrible. Yeah.
Jesus. It's not even plus. Come on, man.
It's barely better than his money line.
This is probably going to be trash too.
So we might have to pick a 4-legger here. We like to do 3-leggers.
Yeah, let's go. We can do 2 safer ones. Not like super safe. I'm just saying like a Judice KO and then like a Dalia KO or something like that. Or
I'm telling you,
Edwards. I have a weird feeling Edwards is going to do something like, if I think it's going to be a decision, she's going to win by a knockout. If I think it's going to be a knockout, she's going to win by a sub. It's going to be something stupid like that.
Decision props feed villages for real. Like, decision props are the easiest thing to predict.
Judy's decision?
Well, I don't know.
Plus 200.
Ooh, well, that would get us there.
That would. It's a little dicey though, because do I really think Juliana Miller is going to last 15 minutes? I would say no.
Yeah, I cannot trust it.
But we have to be like plus 300, and maybe I would do it.
All right. Well, let me propose this plus 13-15 to you.
Okay.
So Phil Rowe plus 3.5. We like that.
Yep.
Odie underdog money line.
Okay.
He's gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
Wait a minute. If we're gonna do safe, what if we just do Ode plus 3.5?
You could.
What would we flip that out? It's minus 180, but
all right, that turns this plus 13-15 into a plus 928.
Oh, we're so close, but Okay, what was the other two?
It's 5 legs. So all right, let's say
Oh, 5 legs. Okay.
Phil Rowe plus 3.5. That's cashing.
Okay.
Ode plus 3.5. That is cashing.
Okay.
Milk money line. Alden Korea money line. And Jocelyn Edwards decisions plus 928. If we simulate 10 cards, does that hit one time? I think it hits like 4 times. I think that's a very safe plus 928.
I almost want to do like
5 legs up.
I know we already have Korea in the safe one.
Yeah.
But if we were going to do another one for him, I would do the decision prop.
Yeah, I like that. Let me look at
it's not great. I mean, it's plus 125. But then we can do what was the other two you said? You said Edwards and Costa?
Edwards' decision was the only decision prop. Costa money line, Korea money line.
What if we do Costa sub and or decision? Well, not but
I like that. Yeah.
So minus 180. We cut it a little bit, nothing crazy. 988. Get out of here. You're crazy.
Yeah, he's not KOing Dan Ige, but I thought the same against Morgan Sherrier.
That's true. Fuck. Okay. Phil Rowe
plus 3.5.
Korea decision. I like that. Let's just let's stick with O'Day money line. Let's just stick with that.
Yeah, that's that plus 13-15. So it's like Phil Rowe plus 3.5. We could do his money line, but plus Phil Rowe plus 3.5 is cashing.
I like that because I do think he wins round 3.
It's plus 100.
Yeah, and that's why I like it more because it is plus money, and I could see him winning outright by a knockout in round 3.
And then if we just do
he can get a knockout in any round actually, but probably round 3.
If we just do some money lines besides that, we do Phil Rowe plus 3.5, and then Melk, Korea, Odie, Anthony Hernandez plus 1062. It's 5 legs. Gross, but that is cashing. Odie is the only variable, but he's so much faster and better than this guy. We could look at some overs instead. Yeah, so many tough. Oh, Jacoby Smith's money line is coming down. Money's coming in on Josiah Harrell. Jacoby was minus 298, now minus 290.
Okay.
People are betting the undersized, short notice guy.
What if we do this? Let me take this out and see what it is. I mean, it's close. So there's a couple options. We can do a 3-legger. We can do Phil Rowe plus 3.5, Korea decision, and D'Elia KO, and that's 845. And if we add Costa money line, that will be 1305. Are you confident D'Elia gets a KO? Because that's how I think he wins this fight.
If we do Korea unanimous decision,
I don't have unanimous decision props.
It's under winning method. You got it.
I don't actually. I really don't. I used to back in the day.
DraftKings has it.
Sometimes I know it's not. I don't think it has it in my state.
No way. That's wild. It's so wild.
It used to though, because I remember back like a long time ago. It was the second fight of Usman and Edwards. I bet Usman to win by unanimous decision, but then they took it away like sometime after that.
Blessed.
No.
Did he win the unanimous? Is that the one where
I thought
you got blessed. Yeah, you got blessed.
No, not the second fight.
Okay.
He got knocked out in the 5th round. He was on his way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. The third one I cashed Leon split plus 2,000 and Justin Gaethje plus split plus 24 hundo. against Rafael Fiziev. And I also hit the point deduction. I haven't hit a point deduction since.
There hasn't been a point deduction in forever, dude.
And they said they were going to.
I know, right? Promised. And then nope, they just stopped again. They just did it randomly for like 2 cards and then done. Swept under the rug.
That one Leon Edwards, like the third fight, the trilogy fight, hit 2 plus 2000s in the same fight thanks to Leon grabbing the cage. I was freaking out. I was yelling, like my brother and his friend Preston were here, and I was like, "Who's the GOAT?" I was just screaming, "Who's the GOAT?" It was like, and then I got hooked on splits and point deductions.
And then they never hit. Or they hit very rare, and you're like, damn it.
They never hit after that, yeah.
Right, I kind of like this. I like this one that we did, the 4. If you like it, I think, okay, we're both on Phil Rowe. Korea by decision. Costa money line, but are you good with D'Elia by KO?
Korea has 9 finishes in 11 fights. I'm not in love with the Korea decision.
Okay, we'll take that down. Are you cool with D'Elia by KO?
Yeah, let's roll with that.
So we need to think of something. One more thing.
What is this KO prop? Plus 110?
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but
should we do like a cycle?
We could do a cycle, but we'd have to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, we can't do the Phil Rowe plus 3.5 anymore then.
Yeah. My thing would be for sub would either be Ramiz or Fluffy, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not about it.
I'm trying to think of any other subs that could happen. Maybe Yadier.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. But all right, so the Ramiz decisions plus 700. It's probably plus 850 on FanDuel.
That is wild.
That
could happen.
It's gonna happen.
Wouldn't that be wild? Let's go with some. We should just do a crazy one.
Let's get frisky, like a plus 3,000.
So Ramiz decision is in there. I honestly no, that's not crazy enough. Never mind. I was gonna say Judice, but I'm like, oh yeah, it's only plus 200.
Yeah. No, like I feel like that's a can't touch fight unless we were on like a. They don't have takedown props, especially.
It would be Pereira by decision.
Ooh.
Plus 550.
Yeah. Wow.
Just those two is 5,100.
Oh, wow. I honestly think Zach Reese is more likely to win a decision. Probably. I don't know. That's a tough one.
It'd be close.
What about like an over on that one? Like
for
fight to start round 2. Oh, fight to start round 2 is minus 155. No. Oof. Ramiz decision and Josiah Harrell is plus 2580.
Shit, we can just do Ramiz and like Costa money line. That's 1090.
I like that. 1090.
That decision. When was the last time he went to decision?
He's never won a decision.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But Puna, let's see.
Puna's gonna get choked, man. I know it. In my heart of hearts.
Those traps, though, like those fucking hulking traps.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna get it. It's not like a Finney neck.
Not quite. But what's the Ramiz sub?
It's only like plus 150.
It's barely better than his money line. We cannot.
The only thing I could think of is if we do it on FanDuel and we do like round 1 or 2 sub, and then like stuff like that.
It's not better than his money line. It's not good enough. But
I'm trying to look. So okay, so if
Ramiz has 13 wins, 12 of them by sub. I get it.
And all of those subs are either in round 1 or 2. So round 1 or 2 sub. I'm gonna see what that is on FanDuel real quick.
Plus 250, plus
That's
200.
not bad for like just that one, and then just do 2 safer ones.
I can't
Not
endorse.
safe.
I
But,
can't. I'm sorry. Like,
oh my gosh.
I know. What if we just go super chalky? All right. So like
Like a
Costas,
90 leg parlay.
no, like I bet we can get like 5. So Anthony Hernandez, Milk.
Well, we're gonna do Phil Rowe because I'm okay with that, even though I picked John Paul, but I'm not confident.
Well, just the Phil Rowe spread.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And then so I'm at plus 301. We just got Milk and Fluffy. What if we do like an all brown parlay? Like, yeah. So and then Phil Rowe plus 3.5. Milk kind of qualifies as both, I realize.
He's a half and half.
And then Jocelyn Edwards, something. I think she's going to win a decision. I don't think she's going to starch Nora here. It's only minus 155. That's gross.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like looking at him like it's not even worth it.
That's
a lot of these bets are not worth it, man. It's terrible.
I feel like I got back to my exact plus 928 that I was at earlier. All right, so it's plus. Yeah, this is like the literal. All right, it's plus 1315. The all brown parlay. Milk money line. Anthony Hernandez money line. Odie money line. Phil Rowe plus 3.5.
Wait,
Jocelyn by decision. It's plus 1315. It's cash.
Hold up. You just said that you liked Korea to win inside the distance. It's plus 180.
I like Korea to win. I'm not overly confident on the prop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I think Gurul's gonna try to cage clinch.
There's just not a lot to choose from.
This is a tough
card. Because like I don't mind. I really want to like get to 3 legs for this, but if we can't, I'm okay with it. But even that's hard, like getting 4 legs. Because like there's just a lot of props I'm not really like super confident in.
But I'm looking at a 6-leg. All right, yeah, MMA Fight Picks is on Strickland. Other smart folks are on Strickland too, and I get it. BK Brandon K, one of the original goats in the game. He's pretty confident in Strickland, but it's all because of resume. Like, bro, we all know he's got a better resume.
It's just a style, man. That's what I keep going back to. It's like it's tough to. We've seen it with Merab. I mean, you have to have a. Like none of us thought that Piotr Jan was going to after the first fight. There's no way anybody picked Piotr Jan like you are a madman, but you did not think he would do that well. You just thought he might win a close split decision or something. Maybe he dominated.
Yeah, he could not get him down.
He got dominated in his first fight, and then he dominated the second fight. It was 2 literal exact opposite fights. So. Like, and I can see this happening the first fight with Merab and Piotr Jan, like with Anthony and Sean.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe the next fight, if they ever fight again, maybe it'll be different, but not the first fight. There's no way.
I'm looking at a plus 1811, 6 legs, but it's cashing. I just tried posting it in the chat and it didn't work.
What do you got? Just let me know.
So Milk money line, Fluffy money line, Odie money line, Korea money line, the Rowe spread, and Edwards by decision. It's plus 1811. If we simulate Saturday night 19 times, does it hit once? That's all we need for it to be profitable. The answer is absolutely.
Absolutely, Oprah. What did you have again?
I just put it in the chat. It's successful.
Oh, okay. I'm just listening to you.
4 money lines: Milk, Fluffy, Odie, Korea.
Odie, that's what I'm missing. Okay.
Phil Rowe spread. He might win the fight. He's gonna win in round 3.
What if we just do Odie spread just to be safe?
Yeah, that'd be
switch it out.
Smart. Yeah.
And then Edwards decision. Maybe we can do Edwards round 3 decision just to be a little safer. I don't think it's going to be crazy different. Let's just look at that. minus 190. Not crazy
What-
different. So it's
what's
1189.
what's it under? Round props, or where do you find that?
It's under fight parlays.
Wow, they have new props: the round 1 point spread, the round 2 point spread.
Where?
Under round props.
Oh, I don't think I have that. Nope.
I actually don't understand.
Wait. You're right. I do.
Those are new.
This is new.
It's like
So it only goes by.
like Bet Online was the only one who had those.
Whoa. We were just talking about like this fighter is going to win round 1, probably wins round 3. Oh.
Yeah. So like, do they have that on Phil Rowe?
So let's say you did a round 3 point spread, but there's a KO in round 2, you just get your money back.
I think so, but I'm not 100% certain. I've never.
This is new. I've never seen it. See, I have this, but I don't have the unanimous decisions anymore. Interesting. I might have to play around with this for this card, like during the fights, and just mess around and maybe do a couple of them here and there. Because I like Phil Rowe round 3. I like Dan Ige round 3. I like you said, Jacoby Smith round 1. Where's a couple other ones?
What's Jacoby Smith? Oh, they don't have any props on that one yet. Because
but when it does come out,
I would assume it's wild, like minus 600 or something. Like he's gonna win round 1. Like bums beat Josiah in round 1.
You can even do like Judice round 2. She wins that.
Shout out to DraftKings, always putting out new shit for us.
Shit, I might even do like Anthony Hernandez round 1.
I feel like Anthony's going to come on stronger.
Hey, yeah, but I still think he wins like round 1 though for some reason. I don't know why. Feel it. Okay, so this is what I did. Philip Rowe plus 3.5, O'Day plus 3.5, Costa, Hernandez, Korea, money lines, and then Edwards round 3 or decision. That's plus 1189. That's 6 legs though.
What was the six? So I got Costa, Hernandez, Korea.
Yep.
Odie plus 3.5, Phil Rowe plus 3.5.
Yep. And then Edwards round 3 or decision.
What's that under?
It's under fight parlays.
Fight parlays.
It's minus 190, so it's not a crazy difference, but it's a little safer if you want to say.
Yeah, that's cashing. That is cashing.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I think it works. I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, that's a 6-legger. It's a lot, but I think it cashes.
Edwards and over 1.5 is minus 290. It's barely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should be fine. I think it probably goes to decision, like we said, but like I just have a weird feeling with Edwards. It's something stupid that's going to happen.
I'm down for this plus 1189 you just proposed.
Okay. Let me see. I can maybe. There might be one other book I can do it on. Bet3. Do you have Bet365 over there or no?
No, I should. Well, I think I could have it here. I should have it. I do think that FanDuel allows those alternate rounds spreads.
Yeah.
Where you can only do 1 and 2 and 3 in decision, but that would. Oh, but they don't have the obviously Phil Rowe and Odie.
Because Bet365 has the spreads. Those are the only 2 books that I maybe Bet Online does. If I don't do Bet Online,
Bet Online does. That's what I use when I'm traveling and Lucky Day.
Yeah.
I'm down for this plus 1189.
Okay. Let me put it in the chat here because it's a lot. Let's see. Ode.
Dirty Reg doesn't like the Ode.
I like Ode. I think this is a good spot for him against a newcomer guy that's basically a striker. He can wrestle a little bit. He doesn't have to worry about wrestling and grappling all fight.
Dude, Ode is so underrated.
I think his striking is underrated for sure. It's just the grappling. That's where he gets destroyed.
It's cardio. Yeah.
What else is it? Row.
But we got a newcomer fighting in a Houston arena. This is not at the Apex. I think these newcomers could have a little bit of cardio issues because of the adrenaline dump.
Yeah, that's true. Costa, Hernandez, and Edwards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Odie beat the shit out of Steve Erceg in round 1. Odie is underrated.
If this, whatever his name is, if he was more of a wrestler than a striker, I would not bet Ode, or I wouldn't even pick Ode. There's no way. But he's a striker first, and he made a dumb decision to try to wrestle and grapple Jose Morales, and I was like, nah, dude.
Yeah, Alibi's diverse. He likes a lot of spinning attacks. He's got good cardio. He's got a good pace. He's not low volume. Like, there's a lot of things to like about him. Fast hands, good footwork, good movement. But he's not like totally pitter patter. He knows when to sit down on something.
Yeah.
But he did not sit down on any punches against Morales. Like, Joseph,
I don't think he's super like dangerous either to knock out Ode.
No. Joseph Morales was beating him on the feet. Ode's going to beat the shit out of this guy.
Like, I wasn't really too high on Morales in that fight, but afterwards I'm like, dang, this guy's good, but he's a really good grappler. He's not really a striker. So, I mean, he can strike, but he's grappler first, and he's got crazy subs and crazy scrambles. But, yeah, I don't always fade, but I always look to fade Ode, but only against wrestlers or grapplers.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't fade him against Cop, but Cop is a better striker. I'll be honest. I mean, we can all say that, but he's a better striker. That's why I picked him. But like, I just don't think this guy's a better striker. And if he is, like, if he's maybe, I don't know because of that first fight, but like, I think it's on par at worst. And I'll take a shot on plus 115 or whatever his odds are. But if he was the favorite, I wouldn't bet it. It's dog or pass for betting.
Appreciate Dirty Reg. Dirty Reg has been here this whole time.
Yeah, Dirty Reg, you the best.
Dirty Reg, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you the expert graphic this week, which you'll love. It's like very popular. I'll send it to you for free. Hit me up on Instagram. Thank you for being here.
There you go, Dirty. You hit me up with that expert graphic too.
Yeah, you're on it. Yeah, you should get it. Yeah,
it's okay. I only know when I win. That's about it. When you post it on your thing, you're like, Johnny, can you win? I'm like, yeah,
bro.
That's why I asked you. I'm like, how many rubies have I won?
You get them rubies. You like last year you had 3.
Okay.
Like, so 24 experts, only 40, 41, 42 cards. Johnny's the top
I'll take that. I'll take that
over and over and over again.
As long as I'm not like on the bottom tier, almost getting cut from the list. So
you're not Brady.
But all right, we've been here for a little over 3 hours. We've been chilling, having a good time. So
I gotta eat.
Yeah, I gotta eat too. Actually, I know it's a little later for me, but before you go, let everybody know what you got going on and where they can find you and stuff.
Appreciate you having me on, Johnny.
No problem. Anytime.
Last man, I've been looking forward to it all week. For anyone who's still watching, you don't know how much work that goes into this. Like, so much work. Johnny often puts out his picks on Sunday. That is mind blowing to me. So much work goes into it. Patreon. So thank you for being here. Yeah, get on his Patreon. It's a steal. He does awesome giveaways and shit. Mm-hmm. And follow me
little UFC survivor pools and stuff.
Yeah,
cash stuff. Great.
Fun contests for like you do like signed cards and shit. Like, yeah, it's a steal. And he gives those. Even you could be on his free Patreon and play in those contests.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram. I put out the fight cards. So if you like to make your own picks, you can use my card.
Yes, I will use it this time. I swear.
It's the clearest, crispiest, least blurry, best looking fight card in the game. And it's always out way before the UFC puts theirs out at like noon on Saturday.
Yep.
And I'm pretty good at picks and bets. So
yeah, you're right.
I'm right.
It's weird because every time I have you on, I ask you, I'm like, hey, how'd you do last card? You're like,
I lost my ass. And I'm honest, bro. Transparency is everything. Last year, I was on like 3 years. I'm like, I lost my ass, and I fucking tell you. But it's gonna, it
happens. We can't win them all. It's just funny.
2023, 2024, slaughtered. This year, I'm up.
I'll tell you, last year I lost too, so don't feel bad. I probably lost like 40.
Yo, I don't know anybody who like last year was
Last
really
year was
wild.
tough. It
Yeah,
was tough.
like I like to play overs. There's all these women's round one finishes. Women's round one finishes are the reason that I'm gonna have to work until
The
I'm
bane of our existence.
I'm gonna work until I'm 75 because of these women getting round one finishes.
That's how they get you.
Mugs, Yuri, hit me up on Instagram. Let me send you that thing.
There you go. Hit up free UFC bets on Instagram, and he'll get
Free
you
UFC Bet Picks.
Bet picks. What did I say?
Bets. Like it's a mouthful. Nobody gets it right. Nobody gets it right.
It's in the description. Just click the little link to your Instagram. Click it. It goes right there. That's the best part. That's what I do.
It's me and my girlfriend because she used to do the YouTube shows with me back in the day.
Yeah.
So
I remember.
It's me and her on the profile pic. She's the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Johnny's the GOAT. And anybody here still is the GOAT.
Way to go. All right, guys. Take care. Good luck on your picks and bets. Hopefully we gave you some good knowledge and or stayaways, or don't trust us. Cool. Fade us. We're cool. Good luck and win some money. Let's go.